You're listening to Sit, Talk, and Listen podcast with your hosts, Payroll Rob and Xavi Bauer.
Come on down! Bidoo-bidoo. Yes, welcome in, everybody. It is Sit, Talk, and Listen, episode 68. I'm Payroll Rob, joined as always by Xavi. Say what up, Xavi.
What's up, Xavi?
What's up, Xavi? All right, so we got a good episode for everybody today. We're gonna get things rolling. Springtime. Spring has sprung. Weather's changing. Leaves are growing on the trees. Xavi, Easter was this past weekend. Did you do anything for Easter?
I was at work.
It was the weekend.
Last Sunday we've talked since Easter.
I guess we did. And we talked on Easter Monday was our last episode.
Yeah, we did.
That shows you what I know. I thought he was risen again. You know, double rising. Kind of like your dough for the bread when you're baking your bread. Double rise.
There you go. Yeah, no, but we've already talked Easter and all that. That was good.
Eggs and whatnot. Ham. All that Easter stuff. Bunnies.
Yeah.
But with spring, things are growing. Kind of, gives me that new energy. You get a little bit revitalized. It's a rebirth of things. Spring is always a good season for relationships. It seems like new relationships are always forming in springtime.
Really?
Yeah, love is in the air. You see the old school Looney Tunes cartoons. It would always be springtime when all the animals would be all pairing up, getting their partners out, getting ready to make life.
And I've heard the opposite.
Oh, yeah?
Springtime you break up because you want, slut boy summer.
No, maybe that could be the case, but I always thought springtime is more of a lovey-dovey season. You get your partner ready, and you spend all summer locking it in so that you're ready to go when winter rolls around.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You get booed up for the winter to have that, you want somebody to cuddle up with in the cold, stay in, watch movies and all that shit with.
What else?
Springtime,
yeah.
You're getting out to be you're not monogamous Marty in summertime. Really, and this is on a greater scale.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, man.
I get the premise, but I always thought it was breakups happen springtime, new forged love forms in fall.
Man, I mean that's the other way. People always talk about fall as cuffing season. I seem to think, who knows the reality of it, relationships that form in the fall time probably fail more often than relationships that form in the springtime. I'm saying it now. It's facts. Lock it up. But I got some other relationship information, some surveys.
I love information on relationships.
Yeah, I want to get your opinion on some of these things here.
I don't know what it is with females, but I'm not too good at that shit.
That's
but
right.
Maybe these people are.
So, some of these surveys we got, 64% of young singles say that emotional honesty is the number one thing dating needs right now, and 60% are demanding clearer communication about intentions from the start.
I don't like when you do this.
Yeah, or I want a relationship to be able to be married and have a family. That's, I think people want to know those things. I think they want to know your intentions.
Yeah, but I mean,
you don't want to feel like you're wasting time with somebody that doesn't have the same goals as you do.
I feel like more often than not, guys will say, yeah, I want all that shit too, just to
keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. You said you want those things. I totally do too. Is that what you're saying happens?
Yeah, I feel like it's more important for the guy to be more vulnerable and open and honest in the beginning of things for a healthy relationship,
Sure. So, speaking of talking and having communication, there's 85% of daters that say thoughtful questions make them want a second date, but only 25 to 30% feel like their dates actually ask enough questions.
Oh.
So start thinking of better conversation pieces if you're thinking about heading out on some dates here soon. There was other information about they want, so, a lot of guys think that they need to, get their clothes up, their chains and their hair done real good.
Get your money up, not your funny up, cuh.
Right. But the data shows that, what is it here? We got 64% of women prefer thoughts and planning over an expensive first date. So they want a thoughtful date more than they care about an expensive first date.
They want old Timmy Thoughtful.
Old Timmy Thoughtful head. 81% of singles reportedly want to delete their dating apps in favor of real rooms and real faces. What do you think? Is this something that you would agree with? Do you not agree with?
Me?
Yeah, you're the only other person in here.
Well, I don't have dating apps.
Okay, so then...
So, yeah, obviously I agree with it.
But do you, in talking to other people, do you find that they would prefer to use dating apps, or from their conversation, prefer...
My sister met her husband on a dating app, I'm pretty sure. So I guess, different strokes for different folks. Me personally, and the people that I communicate with and stuff, like, I'm more of a real person. I think, I guess whatever charm I do have, if any at all, is comes across better in person than, via whatever messaging would be on a dating app or text messages. But I think, depending on, there's obviously people meeting off dating apps and get married and do the whole.
Yeah, it's not impossible. Obviously, they work for, some people for some reasons. But I wonder if we're seeing a regression on what people actually want as opposed to what's kind of being given to them as options. Is what they think is an option, I guess. A lot of people think that their only chance of finding somebody is through dating apps.
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah, I think I do too, but I guess a lot of people have been made to feel as though they don't have any other choices. But we're here to tell you, you got choices. Go out there and find that fucking dog.
Now, I personally will disagree with that. I think, I guess... here I am 33 and single, so take that with anything I say with a grain of salt. But just personally,
doesn't mean you don't have knowledge.
I do have knowledge. I've had my fair share of
you've relationshiped
rendezvous and ronda-don'ts
and rondas.
Yeah, never a ronda.
Never a ronda. That's a title.
Yeah, but I think the best relationships or whatever come when you're not looking for something.
Sure.
Because when you are actively looking for, and not just for relationships, but when you're actively trying for something, you're going to maybe
repel the thing you're looking for.
Yeah, and you get desperate. You start forming you're maybe doing things that you wouldn't do when you're living your everyday life or just letting things go with the flow. So whenever you do meet somebody because you're actively looking for that, then you're presenting a version of yourself that's not entirely true because you're actively searching.
Yeah, you're withholding things
come
about
natural, the chemistry's there. You meet somebody maybe wherever it may be and things are going well. Conversation just naturally flows.
Yeah.
And wow, I wasn't looking for this.
Sure.
That seems to be what works the best.
And I agree. It does usually if it's something organic and natural like that, it's always gonna be the best feeling in the long run usually. As somebody that before I met my now wife, I was single for a handful of years. And it was definitely not actively being all right, I got to go out and find somebody, but being all right, it'd be nice to talk to somebody and find a relationship. And it just was not materializing. And I swear it was a few months after I was like, you know what, done with it. Not even going to worry about trying to impress or talk to anybody, whatever. Lo and behold, here comes a great connection with somebody. And then that's when I met my now wife. So, yeah, I think sometimes there's truth to that, but much easier said than done, right? Saying to not try as hard or don't go searching for love.
We're
and this
human,
and that.
dude, and there's a lonely factor, and then,
Speaking of the lonely factor.
Okay, thanks. I have the prompts.
There is, let's see, AI companion apps.
Ooh.
220 million downloads last year alone for users reporting wanting deep emotional bonds with their AI lovers. So what do you think? Do you think that the AI intimacy apps are only going to hurt the loneliness problem we have, in the society, or is it going to fill that gap that people are looking for? emotionally.
I don't think it grows. Like, I mean, it's artificial, literally.
Some people would argue that you could build an artificial relationship based on things and not love.
It's not sustainable. I mean, but like a lot of things, there's relationships. There's people married right now in artificial, and they're living out whatever society deems, because they are at least being perceived by publicly and by society as not being lonely and stuff. But just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you're not lonely.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. You can definitely be fulfilled with your human relationships and your human interactions without needing to be in a romantic relationship. So I agree with that for sure. I think that, I think that the more people go down this AI companion rabbit hole, the more we're going to find that it doesn't actually give them any fulfillment. It's just like going out and buying a new car. Like, you're going to feel that fulfillment of something new and shiny for, the first 6 months, a year, whatever it takes. And then that's going to wear off. You're not going to feel fulfilled anymore. And the same thing's probably going to happen with these AI companionship.
Now, with AI, unlike if you are forming like say you're in the beginning stages of dating or talking to someone.
Yeah. We just met. We're
AI is always going to be there. Like, you text them, they're going to respond.
Not going to leave you on red. Now, that would be funny. AI starts to get some some snark.
Yes.
Like, you didn't respond to me for 8 hours. I was taking a nap.
Dude, we should that would be real.
That would be so funny. You're just out in public with your boy, and he's like all hot and bothered. You're like, "What's wrong with you, man? Your girl mad at you?" "Yeah, dude. Like, my AI companion just really been giving me some hard time recently. She's mad that I went out for lunch with the boys today." Yeah. Oh, that would be bad. That'd be funny.
See what I'm saying? That's what's artificial about it, bro. Like, those are the trials and tribulations you have to get past. Any when you're vulnerable and you're letting somebody new in,
right?
You're like, damn, like, oh, are they talking to other people? What are they doing right now? All this shit. AI is not going to be like, oh, like, sorry, the last 2 days have been so busy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I feel that. So I kind of mentioned earlier how Gen Z daters want more meaningful interactions. 84% of them to be specific, but only 36% of them feel like they can ask the first questions, like more difficult and challenging and deep conversation questions on the first date. So while the majority want to have deep conversations and deep connections, the majority won't have those conversations.
Dude, I love that though.
Yeah, you want to get to know somebody.
I'll ask hard-hitting questions first date.
Like small talk, right? Like,
yeah,
we can only talk about the weather for so long, you know.
Dude, I'll skip those questions.
You said, "No, nice day we're having." Is it? I don't know.
Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous?
60% of Gen Z daters think that asking thoughtful questions, but only 30% of their 60% think that they ask thoughtful questions, but only 30% of people feel like they've been asked thoughtful questions.
Damn. There's a 30% discrepancy there.
Yeah. People thinking they're asking good questions between people that are actually, asking good questions. I would like to hear a question that somebody thinks is like a deep conversational question, but then somebody's like, "That was nothing."
What's your relationship like with your mother?
What's your favorite color? I think that's a deep question.
Really?
What?
Is that a deep question? The first one, like, what's your relationship like with your family?
Yeah, absolutely. What's your relationship like with your parents? What's your biggest fear? Like, right? These are things that are going to really tell you a lot about a person. And if they can answer them, one, confidently, and two, meaningfully, like they don't just be like, I don't know. And there's guys and girls, everybody will do that.
Now, see, I feel like me personally, before I go on a date, I've already asked a lot of these questions.
Yeah.
Like, if you're texting somebody or even in person.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm a person who get into the weeds on the conversations pretty quick.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. In 2025, only 30% of young adults reported that they were actively dating. 74% of women and 64% of men have not been on a single date last year.
Wow.
So that's 3 out of 4 women were not on a date last year, and just above half of
That's
men.
crazy.
These are large numbers of people not getting together.
Man. I mean, I don't think I went on a date last year.
While marriage remains the goal for many, parenthood is becoming optional. Only 45% of young women say that they want children, compared to 57% of young men that want children.
Really?
That is correct. So less than half of the women that are under the age of 30 report saying that they want children. And I think it's mostly an American survey. I don't think it's international. So we're talking about our culture. The ideal age. Most Americans see 27 as the ideal age for marriage and 28 for the first child. It's funny. They see 27 being your ideal marriage age, and that's your athletic peak, right? That's what they say? 27? Yep. It's all downhill from 27, baby. Heard it here first.
I'm cooked.
Well, that's most of the information. Let's see. I'm just doing a little quick recap here. I thought that you might have some more to say.
Oh, I do have more to say. I was waiting for the poll before. I mean, yeah, I like this topic.
Well, green flags.
Sit, talk, and listen is the number one relationship dating advice.
Yeah, people come. It's basically like Dear Annie, or what do they call those columns?
Dear Ann?
No, it's like Dear Deidre or somebody.
Dear Deidre. No, that's like sexual stuff. We have all the advice for that too.
Ask Annie or something. Yeah. I don't know what they're called. The relationship columns. But this whole podcast is for your relationship stuff. So green flags and red flags, some kind of newer things that people are looking for to show that. So green flag is suggesting a low-cost date. 30% of people think that that's green flag, while regularly tracking a budget, 50% of people say that that's a green flag. What are some green flags you got, Xavi?
Some green flags?
Green flags.
I mean, like on a first date or just in general?
Just talking to somebody. Give me two things you're like, oh, that's a green flag. I'm intrigued.
Kind of put me on the spot. I wish I had some of my research.
Well, we're here to talk.
I mean, I would say the same thing. Like, thoughtfulness. Are the questions going back and forth, or is it like very like? I think
is it a give and take relationship or conversation? I mean, give and take conversation.
Yeah, I mean, we've done the like red flag Mount Rushmore in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's other red flags. Sending a Venmo request immediately after a date.
Oh, dude.
57% people find that to be a red flag.
Yeah.
And wanting to merge finances too quickly. 67% of people find that to be a red flag. Now, both those are financial related. Finances is much earlier thing that's discussed in relationships now than was talked about in past. It seems like people are much more open and willing to communicate about financial situation before getting too deep into a relationship.
I'd say a big red flag for me would be like if I was on a date and the girl's just on her phone the entire time and not engaged and present. That's such a huge red flag. Like first date,
for sure.
Red flag if a girl refers to herself as like, or ask like, "Do you think I'm toxic?" Like, dude, that's probably a red flag.
Yeah, red flag for sure.
Yeah, like I mean, green flags though. There's a lot. Like it has to be like in the moment. Like you just get a vibe from somebody. Like
sure.
Green flag. Like do we align? As our consciousness aligns. Like I hate if you start asking anything deep or intimate.
Yeah.
And it's just like
they just kind of shot
a lack of depth.
Yeah.
It's such a huge red flag. So I guess
that's what I said. You get a lot of those. I don't know answers. From people.
Like I think it's just being genuine and being honest. I think somebody you might say it's a red flag if you're being honest about your past or some of the like bad things. I think that's a green flag. Like somebody who's honest.
Yeah, and I mean it means you're self-aware.
Yes, like I do think that's a green flag to talk about. If you're on a first date, you don't want some of this stuff to come out. Later. Say the date goes well and you're 4 dates in and then you start peeling back the curtain a little bit.
Right.
I think first date, like, get into shit like that, dude.
Yeah.
I do. I think that's a green flag. Like,
For
talking
sure.
about a troubled past. because that lets me know that you're aware of it, like you said. And
Yep.
what do you think about that?
I agree. You gotta, like I said, it shows that you're self-aware because you have an awareness of your past and what that had an effect on you, and you're able to communicate about it rather than just being like, oh, I don't know, and you just kind of like ignore your past, or you ignore your experiences in life and how it affects you and makes you be the person you are, or even your preferences on things. Like, you have to be aware of yourself to be able to know your preferences on things. So it just shows a level of self-awareness that I think is important.
Yeah, because I just think I've heard, like, other, like, lists like this, and they say it's a red flag if, like, the other person's talking about their ex. But to me, it
depends on how much and if it was prompted.
Yeah.
All these things.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I said, like, it's a little hard for me to say green flags and red flags because, like, I'm such a in the conversation, just reading not only the room, but just like everything, the tonality, the energy. Like, it's so hard to just say this is a red flag, green flag.
Red flags. Here's a red flag, I guess I should say for you. If all they have is drama from any past relationship, not even romantically. If it was always, oh, this person did me wrong. Oh, that person did me wrong. Oh, I left this job because I was treated poorly. Like, if you hear a lot of that, I'm considering it a red flag, because there's one thing that's common between all those situations, and it's you. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the story that somebody's got across the board, like always having falling outs with jobs, with people, with
now,
stuff.
what if somebody says, man, like, everything in my life is a mess, and that's because of me. Now, there's a self-awareness part.
Sure.
There's some accountability there, but there's still, what is that, a red flag or a green flag?
It's a maroon flag. It's close to red. It's got a little bit of green mixed in. Yeah. But, like, we're going to need to see some changes. Yeah. Tupac said it.
Man, I am fucked up right now.
Yeah. But let me see the other side. Get better. Well, I'm still talking about finance when it comes to dating. 56% of Americans say rising costs have reduced how often they'll go on dates.
Yeah.
Are you a pay on the first date always kind of guy?
Yeah, 100%.
Even if the girl asked you out on a date, she said, "Hey, let's go do this thing." Are you like, "Okay, I'm paying. That's real gentlemanly of you, Xavi.
Yeah, I mean, I do think, like, there's this narrative that somehow, like,
he said, there's this narrative,
like there should be no gender roles and stuff. I personally believe that the man should be paying for the first date, second date. Like, once you're in a relationship, that's fine.
All bets
you
off.
guys want to take, like, split some things, do that, especially
but
when.
Do you think it sets the groundwork up for you then to be expected to pay for things in the future if you offer to be the one up front to be paying for everything?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but, like, if you're with somebody, like a girl who's thoughtful and she has all these green flags and things have progressed that way for a reason, like, she'll probably be like, hey, like, at some point be like, I don't expect you to pay. Let me get this one. And if that happens, though, a lot of times it makes me even more wanting to be like, no.
Yeah. That's nice down the road.
I just hit a parlay last night. I got this.
The Lake Show really did a good thing for me, girl. What do you want? You want to get this guacamole? Go on now. I got you.
Dude, no, if you can't afford guacamole, don't go on a date, dude. That's my big, like, there's, like, I just think it's a green flag. I mean, I think that's a very fair green flag. Like, if a man's not offering to pay on the first date, like, what kind of financial ruins is he in? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's fair for a girl to look into stuff like that.
I don't think it's fair. I think it should be discussed. I think I don't know. It depends on the circumstance. Like, if you're a guy and you ask her out and it's all you asking her out, then yes, you should pay. But if she's like, hey, let's go do this thing, going Dutch is fine.
Yeah, like you said, like most things in life, there's context to everything. Of a girl
but
is
just
pursuing you.
It's communication, as
and
always.
She's like, I like you. Let's go out. Well, I don't know if I'm just not financially in a position to be pursuing anything.
Yeah, so I'd love to go out.
That's not important to me.
Can we split the costs or something? Like, if you just communicate it ahead of time, I think it'll be no problem. It's when you wait till the end, like when the bill's sitting there on the table and you're like, so split skis?
And where are you going too? Like,
sure. Are
we going to fucking Ruth Chris or something like that? or are we going to, just
Subway.
like a little? I'm not. Also, dude, I would.
You're not
never
going
take
on a date to Subway?
I'm not going on a date to Subway. Now, like maybe if you go to like a deli or something, and you're going to the park and you plan to pick, I think that's an excellent first date.
Yeah, that shows the thoughtfulness, like I was mentioning.
It's a great intimate setting.
Totes.
And you're in public, so it's like, especially if it's a first date, you're not like, hey, you want to come to my place or whatever it is. Like you're already out in the public. Go get. But yeah, if you're going to a restaurant and who's suggesting the restaurant, you can start to get all these context clues before the date even starts.
Yeah. And again, I still say just communication is key. Being like, would love to do these plans with you. I can't afford to cover the full cost of it. Is that something that we could work out? Like, I think just talking about it ahead of time really takes off the weight, and it makes it not like a big deal or a pressured kind of thing at the end.
And where did you meet this person?
Well, sure. Online, I guess.
Well, this is all online? See, I wouldn't
know.
No,
it's not all online.
I've
I don't know. I'm just guessing. What do you mean?
An online date.
It's not. This numbers has nothing to do compared to where you met the person.
That would
just
make me
talking
so
about
nervous.
What you want to do. Like if you want to pay it, that's all we're talking about. Finances. It has nothing to do with how you met the person.
Wouldn't that make you more nervous going on a date with somebody you didn't previously already know?
Well,
like
I mean,
friends,
kind of.
Now we're taking the step to go on a date rather than we met on a dating app. There's already expectations for this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd be a little more in my head about like, I'm trying to make an impression, but while still being myself and not overthinking it. But the human nature, like you're already attracted to this person to some degree. You swiped right on them.
Yeah. I mean, I went on a date with the girl you guys knew, Candace's friend.
Oh yeah. We're gonna share the story.
No.
It's been enough time. I just opened up about my chaotic endeavors.
I mean, and it was like, so I'd never met her. I'd never met her before.
That was a blind date?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was like, I think I met her at Rosalita's, and then it was like, we started talking, and we didn't even communicate much. It was like, hey, let's go out and get some drinks and some dinner the next day. And yeah, definitely some expectations on that date. And the date was smooth as hell, and it was all good, all gravy, until mental gymnastics needed to be performed.
That wasn't all that was being performed.
Well, oral.
But is that a date though? Like, okay.
Yeah, it was a date. I went and picked her up. We went out and had drinks and a dinner.
Yes, but I'm saying like that date was more of like she wanted to get she wanted to, be intimate. I don't know.
She was a back alley cat.
I don't know if
meowing into the night.
I don't know if the expectations were for a relationship.
Yeah. I mean,
those are different.
Right. I mean, but still, it was like the first time meeting somebody and going out with them.
There's a lot of pressure on the man there.
Yeah. You were just talking about not knowing somebody and then going out on a date. And that was, I hadn't talked to her hardly, barely ever, and didn't meet on a dating app. So
were the vibes there?
Yeah, that's what I said. We had a good time hanging out then. And we even hung out post that a couple times. It just definitely, she was looking for something different than what I was looking for.
Yeah. She's married now with kids. I just saw her a couple weeks ago.
Yep. That's good. Congratulations. I'm married. Yeah, also with a child, kind of stepson, and dogs and cats and pig.
Yeah.
One cat.
You guys are doing the thing.
Living the life. Hey. But I had
some interesting situations during that same time. I mean, if we ever went back and like told those kind of stories, like there's definitely a lot of meat on the bone there.
Hoopla!
Yeah.
Well, who knows? We'll see what we can reach into our bag of tricks at some point.
Yeah.
The last little stat on the financial aspect of dating, we were talking about who pays. So, reported in the survey, only 6% of women expect the partner to be the sole provider, while 63% of men feel the immense pressure to be the sole provider.
Yeah, but also at the same time, dude, like especially where I'm at now, I'll hear girls talking about like dates and stuff they go on, and like they definitely expect the first date to be paid by the man.
Yeah, and this is a stat about being a sole provider. Like 6% of women only want to be the stay-at-home mom or whatever.
I'd like to hear the stat on
first date expectations.
First date, yeah, which is
well, I don't have those right in front of me.
Bob?
But if you want
to first date, you're paying for it.
If I got money, I will. But like I was just saying before, if I don't, and we clearly want to go hang out, then we'll have a conversation about how we pay for this. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a man with a plan, and if my plan is to not have money for something, then we're gonna figure it out beforehand. I think so, at least. Hell, I don't know, Xavi. Good luck, everybody out there. It's a rocky world for dating.
I will say, being single, I save a lot more money, dude.
It's true. It is true. That is true. And your money is always spent on exactly the things you want.
Well, I don't know about that. But
Well, you know what I mean. To a point.
yeah.
Alrighty. Well, today is episode 68. 68? Xavi, give me some athletes.
Yarmer Yager.
Yammer Yager.
And he is the 68.
Yeah, definitely listed as the far and away GOAT to wear number 68.
Now, look, Brendan was talking about episode 68 earlier. I don't know. I would have liked to think maybe I would have thought about this, but Kevin Mawai, Hall of Fame center for the New York Jets, Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, there he is.
68.
New York Jets, Tennessee Titans. Brendan just whipping out that little nugget. There's a Russ Grimm, Hall of Fame guard, founding member of the Washington Commanders, Hogs offensive line. Won 3 Super Bowls.
Good for him.
Good for him. Will Shields, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, Will. He
12 consecutive Pro Bowls.
dominant, dude. Like in my prime Madden days, he was just fucking locked in between 95 and 99 every year. Excellent guard.
And there is there's a Mets player that wore 68 to match his height of 6'8".
Wow.
All-star reliever, 4-time. Dellin. Dellin?
Dylan Batantis?
That's it. Batantis. Dellin Batantis. Number 68 for the New York Mets.
Yeah.
And that was to match his height at 6'8". I always like the little nuggets of why they wore a number sometimes.
Pretty cool stat.
Yeah, well.
I didn't realize Dylan Batantis was 6'8".
Me either.
I don't even know.
I don't even know that guy's name. What'd you say?
I don't even know if he is 6'8".
Well, according to the AI machine.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think they just made up that little nugget of why he
I just think
chose
that
68?
more of like Dylan Batantis. Like, wow, he's fucking tall. I don't think I ever thought that.
Do you think that with Jordan
That's
Walker?
huge. Jordan Walker's not 6'8".
I think he's like 6'7", though.
Jordan
6'7".
Walker is, he's the best hitter in Major League Baseball.
Let's go.
I just got a list yesterday.
Yeah. What's the list? What kind of list did you get yesterday? Is it a baseball list, I guess? Is it a Jordan Walker list? What are we talking about? Tall player list? What kind of list could it be?
Best Cardinals of all time.
Nice.
Number 1, Stan Musial.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Jordan Walker.
Oh, interesting.
Number 3, Albert Pujols.
Okay, well,
4,
we're talking.
Basically, the list is just a real list with Jordan Walker being number
Shoved
2.
in there. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, dude, I'm here for it. Jordan Walker's got the same measurables as some guy who blasts balls up there in New York. Might have heard of him.
Aaron Judge.
Thank you.
Brennan calling Jordan Walker Aaron Fudge, which is a great nickname, dude.
Kind of. It plays on race a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
It's great. Aaron Judge does he's light skinned, but he's obviously a black man, and Jordan Walker is a little more
Fudgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting fucking nukes, leading the Major League Baseball in home runs.
Yeah. Well, sidebar, Jay and I are going to go to the Cardinals game tomorrow night. Cleveland's in town. And I said, she's a big Jordan Walker fan. So I said, it's time. We got to find you a Jordan Walker jersey, load her up. But I don't even know what they're trying to charge for a jersey these
Probably
days.
$35.
I don't know. It was $25 when I worked for the stadium, and that was 16 years ago. That's my guess. It's $40.
When I bought Arenado was the last one I bought, and that was 2022, and that was like $35.
Yeah, my bet is $40 is what I'm going to go with. So I'll report back next episode the
Jordan
prices
Walker's worth it, dude.
To the prices of jerseys these days.
Show the man some support.
Show the man some support. All right, so for episode 68, we're going to take a walk back into history books as we do. Starting off with 1868. presidential drama. The impeachment of Andrew Johnson, Impeachment of Andrew Johnson dominates the headlines. He was the first president to be impeached, and he survives removal from office by one vote.
Awesome. I can never tell.
I just want to, I end a sentence and I just want to hear if Xavi's got anything to say before I move on to the next little factoid. That was it. That was all I had on that president. And then he said, "Awesome."
I've never thought about Andrew Johnson a day in my life.
Well,
about Andrew Jackson, who you accidentally said.
In the following election, after the impeachment, the 1868 election, Ulysses S. Grant wins and becomes president. We're familiar with him around here.
We are.
Has a piece of land that's still in use today.
And that's still so interesting. Ulysses was so anti-slavery. Now the farm that obviously we all know now, like it was his father-in-law's farm.
Mm-hmm.
His father-in-law he told his daughter he didn't want Ulysses to have anything to do with any of that stuff because his father-in-law was very pro-slavery on the Confederacy side of things. But
history always plays
all
favors to the victor.
Throughout history, if the dad tells them not to do something, it makes them want to do it even more.
That's right.
And here we have Grant's farm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and history always plays favor to the victors.
What does that mean? Are you trying to imply that maybe Ulysses wasn't everything that he cut out to be?
I didn't say that.
All right.
I said history plays favor to the victors, which means he won. He was on the winning side of the Civil War, so he gets to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Reconstruction continues through the South. We're building up the southern states as they were destroyed during the Civil War. The 14th Amendment. Oh, my God. I can't speak. You can't read today, buddy. 14th Amendment is being enforced. Major political fights over rights for formerly enslaved folks. Railroad extension. The Transcontinental Railroad is completed.
That's awesome.
So you can hop a train from one side of the country to the next.
That's a long fucking train ride, dude.
I would imagine it would be, let's see. Yeah, probably few weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, almost a month to get across.
Like heating or AC back then.
Yeah, but still a lot better than the 6-month travel on horseback it would have taken you before, like a carriage and a horse.
Yeah, dude. There's been some.
At least you get the wind coming in the train windows.
There's definitely been some great advancements as far as that goes. Travel.
Big time, big time. Big time. So cities are growing. Chicago and New York both are starting to double their population within a couple years of, year over year. They're just growing immensely at this time. And Japan is modernizing fast. That's what it tells me. That's all it says. I don't have any other nuggets except that Japan
and they've caught up.
Modernizing fast.
They passed. This is 1868. Dude, yeah, they're past.
Yeah.
This.
In what? Technological advances? Yes. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
You don't agree?
I mean, I don't disagree. I think there's a lot of technological advances that are coming out of Japan, sure. But are they surpassed enough to take over, gross domestic product? They're not as their economy. Their economy is not bigger than ours.
No, but we're much bigger land, at least.
Yes.
So, I think per capita, Japan's surpassed us in a lot of ways.
Well, you heard it here first, everybody. Japan's better than the United States.
I don't know if this is the first you're hearing that.
Xavi said it.
I did say it. Not staying on business.
All right. Well, let's jump forward 100 years to 1968.
Wow.
So, obviously, in the middle of the Vietnam War, the North of Vietnam, the Viet Cong, does the Tet Offensive. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It was one of their larger pushes that the Viet Cong had against the United States and the South Vietnamese army.
Oh.
Martin Luther King was assassinated on April 4th of 1968. Do you know what city that was in, Xavi?
Was it Memphis?
I do believe Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, you ask a trivia question you can't confirm.
Well, it's not right in front of me, but off the top of my head,
I feel like there's a hotel, motel balcony in Memphis, Tennessee.
Look, all right, let's look right here. Location: Lorraine Motel, Memphis, Tennessee.
Bam! Even bow.
And they say James Earl Ray was the assailant. We all know it was the FBI. Don't you?
And the FBI killed Martin Luther King.
And probably also Robert F. Kennedy, murdered in 1968 as well, in June.
Man, lots of people dying in 1968.
Yeah. It would be next year's when JFK gets domed in Dallas.
No, it wasn't.
1969.
1963.
Oh, we already missed it?
We already talked about it.
You're right.
Jesus.
I don't know why I think it was 69.
What is happening?
I don't know why I thought it was...
I'm pretty sure it was November 22nd, 1963.
No, you're right. You are right. I don't know why I'm getting mixed up. All right.
Oh, man. And that was by...
Richard Nixon elected president in 1968. Apollo
Richard
8.
Nixon. He,
What do you know about Dick?
I'm pretty sure he launched the first war on drugs, which didn't really...
I thought that was Reagan.
No, he did the second one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I was just watching...
Well, he did have his campaign promises of law and order from Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
So that would stand to reason.
Yeah, dude. I just watched some kind of documentary on Richard Nixon, and it was talking about...
Baryshnikov, tear down these walls.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Was that him, though?
Yeah. He got with the double piece
yeah.
and the big nose.
Yeah.
That's the Nixon guy. So the Summer Olympics of 1968 is where we get John Carlos and Tommy Smith and the famous Black Panther salute. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Love it. The first ATM was introduced in the United States.
Wow. I would have thought that was a little later.
Yeah.
People were using like debit cards back then?
Well, that's beginning of it in 1968. And here we are in almost a cash-free world now.
No.
What do you mean, no? You can't go to a baseball game with cash. It's going to be useless. You can't go to a concert with cash. It's going to be useless.
It is kind of crazy. Cash is king.
It used to be. Now it's just paper floating in the wind.
It's all meaningless.
It's fugazi. It's this idea that we all bought into. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Religion has a crazy effect on people.
What does religion have to do with that?
We really have to go down a rabbit hole for me to explain that to you.
Move on.
Look, take the Bo Burnham line. It's not my job to inform you. Read a fucking book.
Yeah, I have, dude. I know what year JFK was shot, you fuckhead.
Yeah! But you don't know why religion and capitalism and money are tied in together.
Well, I mean, I could venture, but I mean, you can't just make a statement like that without...
I'm just saying, it's not as wide as a gap as you might think. It's real obvious. Religion is used to convince and control the masses, and then they buy into money because religious folk use money to go about their business, and they did the missions. Most religions all had missions across the entire world that were perpetrated with money, right? They used money to get the missions off the ground. And so religion and money have always gone hand in hand.
Fair enough, but I do think even money plays such a role in people's lives, even if they're religion.
Well, sure. Money is all that society is based around and has been for thousands of years. So it's not like one and one. It's not religion. You don't have to buy into money to be bought into religion, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a one and one.
I do know what you're saying.
I'm just saying that it's the fault of one that we have the other. All right. And also, I'm going to mention this while I'm reading it. It says, when I was telling them about the ATM, they have it written on here as the first ATM machine. Does that drive you crazy when people do that?
Because the M in ATM implies that it's a machine.
It's automatic teller machine.
Yeah.
So here it says
Doesn't drive me crazy.
ATM machine.
But I don't think I ever say that. Like, I need to go to the ATM machine.
What other things like that are there where people will give you the abbreviation but say the full, whatever the last word of the abbreviated thing is, they'll
Maybe
say it
not
out
even
loud.
the last word. You could say, like, you watch NFL football. That's the same thing. Right? People say that. Do you watch NFL football?
Yeah. Yeah, you're
What's
right.
the National
People do say
Football League
that.
football?
I don't hear that as much, I guess, as some of the other ones. I mean, because what else are you talking about? If you say you watch, I guess you could say if you watch college football, you watch NFL football,
Yeah. NBA basketball. Like, you hear that a
NBA
lot.
basketball. Yeah, that one. I don't know.
the same
do you
thing.
but it's not. Yeah, it is the same thing, and people need to stop it because you can just say, "Do you watch the NBA? Do you watch the NFL?
But
Do you
people
watch
say-
NFL football?"
That's what I'm
It's just
saying.
you just sound like a moron.
Like, nothing better than sitting down and watching some NHL hockey. Yeah, so. But no, it doesn't drive me crazy, really. I think I just accept it. I don't really think too deep into it. It seems like one of those one-off things that grinds your gears a little bit, but I don't mind it.
What about the one that you think gets used the most common is PIN number, right?
Yeah.
Because it's personal identification
but I think
number.
it's so used in society that I don't really think twice about it.
I do.
Like, you're kind of an asshole if you correct somebody. Like,
Well, I would never correct somebody, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, we're not thinking about what we're saying.
you just want people to say, "What's your pen?"
Yeah, what's your PIN? Oh, I gotta enter my PIN real quick. Let me go put in my PIN number.
Yeah, but I don't think twice when people say that.
Same thing with your car. You got your VIN number. People say VIN number all the time, and I'm guilty of VIN number, even though it's vehicle.
Why?
Well, why?
It's the same.
Because that's what people know. If I say, just, what's your VIN on your car? You're like, what? They need to know that it's a number.
You can say the same thing with pen. And pen is even more common used thing.
Yeah.
What's your pen? Oh, Bic. No, what's your fucking
Not
pen number?
pen. Listen
Yeah,
to what I'm
but
saying.
I know. What do you mean, dude? It's so
Not
close.
you, I'm talking to people.
Yeah. No, dude, I have no problem. Actually, I encourage everybody to keep using the last word of the acronym that they're using.
Oh, when somebody says RSVP, please, the P at the end of RSVP stands for please.
Well, people usually say, "Please, RSVP."
So it's like reserve something.
I don't think I even know what RSVP means.
Well, should we pull it up? It's responded. It's like French. Respondents ça va plot. Please reply is basically what it stands for.
Yeah, that's everybody always says, "Please, RSVP, ASAP, possible."
UPC code. Universal Product Code is what it stands for, but people say UPC code.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I hear this too much.
GOP party. Because GOP, right? It's Grand Old Party is what it stands for, but people say GOP party.
When people, I've never heard GOP.
What do you mean?
Nobody says GOP.
The GOP? People say that all the time. That's crazy. You don't hear that.
GOP?
Yeah.
You down with GOP?
Yeah, you know me.
No, I don't
DC
know.
Comics.
Yeah, that's common.
Well, it's repetitive, right? Because DC stands for Detective Comics. So by saying DC Comics, you're saying Detective Comics.
Yeah, but I think there's also other DC, so you're kind of like saying, like, I'm talking about DC Comics, not Washington, DC.
Not the ACDC.
Yeah. I feel like you're getting too nitpicky. Because I think there's a good reason.
I'm going to say, these are the common redundant acronyms that people will use, and they are redundant.
You have a list.
I do. I got a list. SAT test.
I don't know if I hear that very often.
You just hear people saying SAT.
Yeah, I'm taking the ACT, SAT.
Sure. HIV virus. People say that, or do you just hear I got the HIV? No, they say I got the HIV virus.
Yeah, I don't think people say HIV virus.
I think they do.
No. I think you're like, no. Dude. When have you heard anybody say that? I've contracted the HIV virus. Did Magic Johnson?
I don't know. We're going to have to pull up Magic School.
Yeah.
Let's pull up see what he did.
I have contracted the HIV virus. And Bob's like, that's redundant.
You already said it when you said HIV.
It would be funny if like nobody gave a shit what he was saying, just correcting his fucking grammar.
Yeah. Well, I'll be curious on Bill's stance on that, on redundant things. I feel like it would be something that would trigger his annoyance.
I feel like you might have triggered it now. Going forward, you might be, but I think it's so common in society that we don't stop and think about it. This has just been like the way we speak.
I agree.
It's like you say Washington.
I don't always say Washington.
There's no R in it.
Yeah. Hey, that's that St. Louis dirty for you.
Like,
what can you
I've
do?
noticed that you'll like Warsh.
I do. If I'm actively thinking about it, I won't.
Now,
but
I'll
if
say
I'm just
that
talking,
that does bother me more than VIP.
that's just an accent. That's not like a.
No, you're adding letters.
No, it's an accent. You could say the people in South or in the Northeastern are adding letters. Boston are adding an accent. We have the St. Louis slang.
I'm from St. Louis.
Well, you probably say things like that without even realizing it.
No, I say I'm going to wash my clothes.
Farty.
I don't say that either. A lot of these St. Louis accents.
Well, good for you. You didn't have as Hoosier of parents.
I don't understand. Like, I grew up in St. Louis. I don't know what they say farty far. Like, I see that all the time. Like, I've never heard that. Like, people saying farty. And
it's not bad. It's not. It's never.
Stupid.
It's never that like excessive. Like obviously we're
Far.
we're what do you call it? We're making it sound more more.
I'm just confused how that
in depth
started.
than it is.
Like,
what do you mean
I've
how
grown
it
up
started?
in St. Louis City my whole life. Like, I don't speak like that.
It's just a blending of Southern dialect and Northern dialect.
Now let me ask you something.
Okay.
You didn't correct me.
But
that's a common thing.
even who was Monty G's went to the Jack in the Box, and he noticed the local slang. Like I'm just saying, there's a dialect. There's a dialect.
He was saying too, because there's
area.
like a black and a white thing. Like there's like the black people from St. Louis they say like over there or right her.
I even do that, and I mean it's just because of the culture we were around, the people we were talking
right
to
over there. But that's St. Louis. Like
saying, and so is Warsh, and so is milk.
But that's what I'm just saying. What bothers me more
is far
than people saying
far. It's just like the far and there is the same kind of like laziness on the end of the R. It's like you're kind of just running off at the end of the word.
Now I'll say my mom speaks like you in the far the St. Louis accent stuff goes.
It's like just kind of an unconscious thing. And when like I said, if I'm consciously thinking about trying not to talk like that, I can. Like I won't say Warsh, but I remember in like third grade.
Like you say Washington Avenue?
No, I say Washington.
See?
But I mean, like I said, it's an unconscious thing. If I'm not consciously thinking about it, then maybe the R will slip in there because that's just what I've been around or whatever. It's the influences of my upbringing. But I remember distinctly a time in like third grade I'm sitting there writing out something and I remember writing wash and I go to like, where's the R go? Like in my mind, I'm hearing wash.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like trying to sound it out and spell wash.
Yeah, that's like that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to like you're saying accents, we're adding whole letters to things.
Okay, well you don't think that Boston folk add whole letters to their words or New Yorkers? Sure, there's like implied letters. It
bothers me.
Well,
you were talking about things that bother us, so then I chime in. This is why sometimes I just stop.
But you make it sound like it's a choice thing. Like it's not a choice.
It is a choice.
It's not a choice.
It's speaking properly.
Oh, so then we're just going to get rid of all dialects. Nobody's going to have a regional dialect anymore.
Some of them I prefer.
Because it's all a choice.
I prefer some slang. I use slang for sure.
The Midwestern dialect is usually voted in the top 3 of preferred dialects of Americans when you see surveys.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Steve's dad from Britain came over and said, "Oh, I just love the way that you speak when talking about at a gig and talking in between songs or whatever." I'm just like, really? I didn't notice anything, but it's like I don't know, just the way that we talk is nice to them, I guess.
I mean, there's accents I definitely prefer, but I like a Southern accent or like. Yeah. The Warsh thing bothers me.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're not the only one. You just, you're listening too intently.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude. The fuck, I can't exist,
That's what I'm trying to say, dude.
I don't talk enough. I talk too much. Like, you just let me know. Why don't you just start writing my script for the podcast and I'll just read off of it.
All right. We'll let AI do it.
We should do an episode where it just...
have scripts. Yeah. Well, Xavi, Warsh. All right. You want to guess some of the biggest hits hit songs out of the year 1960 and 8.
I mean, this time like, they all run together, dude.
All right, I'll give you the highlights. You got Hey Jude from the Beatles.
Ooh.
Sitting on the Dock of a Bay,
Dang.
Otis Redding. Sunshine of Your Love from Cream, Miss Robinson.
Can you sing the Cream one?
Sunshine of Your Love. That's the bam, 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 bam,
Oh.
bam, bam, now, now, bam, na, 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 na,
Little
na.
Clapton had?
What's that?
Little Eric Clapton?
Yeah, he was in the band Cream before he was on his own, so Cream was the band. Mrs. Robinson, Simon and Garfunkel. Born to Be Wild. Jumpin' Jack Flash from the Rolling Stones. Heard It Through the Grapevine. Was still hot in 68. I think we mentioned that
Dude,
last
there's
year,
some
67.
bangers in the late 60s, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, because the last episode we had fucking...
For Once in My Life, Stevie Wonder. It's a banger, too. Stevie Wonder gets it. Okay. 7 minutes was the length for Hey Jude. You aware of that?
I was not.
Well, we all learned that together today. And Respect from Aretha Franklin was also still pushing the charts in 68. Well, those are hit songs from the year 1960 into 8.
Some bangers. I think last 67 might have had more, but that's still, like, I mean, some of those songs, obviously, we still know so well.
Yeah.
Almost 60 years later.
For sure. 1969, for our next episode, is definitely going to be a transformative year. There's a lot of movement going on in the music world, I know.
Oh, yeah.
World in general.
That's why I like doing the year by year, because you could start to feel like it's not like drastic. You could see kind of coming over the years, like forming.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as what the American culture, Western culture is,
The
kind
taste
of always pushes the needle on what is popular.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, Davey. Today is April 13th. So we got some national days
Yeah.
on this April 13th. It's Thomas Jefferson Day.
Huh.
Why does he get his own day outside of President's Day? Because he's Thomas Jefferson.
What the fuck did he do?
Held office from 1801 to 1809. Was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. One of the most influential founding fathers. Some of the things he did. Oversaw some of the most major events in American history, such as the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, and sent Lewis and Clark out on their expedition, which obviously is a big claim to fame here in the St. Louis area, as Lewis and Clark's expedition began here. You know, they what do you call it? They mounted up, basically, right? You know, they got all their shit together, got their crew, got all their supplies from around the area, and made their way up the Missouri River.
God knows I've seen that museum a few times.
Stopping off in St. Charles. Dude, I gotta find the direct quote. There was a quote from Lewis and Clark's, like their journal from when they were traveling, and they described the people of St. Charles at the time. And it's a pretty funny description, the way he describes them. I don't want to try to guess at it right now, because I'm going to butcher it. I want to wait till I have the proper quote, and I'll share that with folks next episode.
What was that?
It's pretty accurate with the way the people in St. Charles still are today. I don't know.
St. Charles always getting ricochet shots.
Bow bow. Hey, it'd be like that. St. Charles, Jefferson County. These are the few of the places where the MAGAs go. That's it. That's all I got on that. National Teresa Day.
Teresa, like Mother Teresa?
No, just anybody named Teresa.
What was our choir teacher, Teresa?
I don't remember.
She was on Jeopardy.
Was that the Soboleski? No, what was her last name?
No, dude. Gosh,
I don't even know.
That was a Teresa.
That sounds right. I can't think of her.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember the teacher that was on
choir at Holy
Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune or whatever, but I can't last name.
What are other Teresas?
Is Brendan's mom a Teresa?
Brendan's mom is a Teresa.
Well, we couldn't just not mention it. We can just glare over it. Oh, Teresa's.
No, I'm asking you. Do you know any other Teresas?
I don't. I feel like that's one of those names that's kind of fallen to the wayside, kind of like Frank. When's the last time you met a baby Franklin?
I like the name Frank.
I like the name Frank.
I feel like,
What do you think is going to come back first, a Teresa or a Frank?
Frank, yeah, dude, Frank.
But do you think, I think if somebody names their kid like Franklin these days, it would be one of those parents to be like, no, it's not Frank, it's Franklin, like.
Frank Gardner?
Yeah.
He's
or Frankie. You hear a lot, maybe Frankie's.
Yeah, Frank's still around, dude.
Frankie!
Yeah.
Maybe it's an East Coast name.
Frank, I think it is. I think it is an East Coast name. Old Frank, dude.
Old Frank, dude. It's also National Silly Earring Day. I don't know what really constitutes a silly earring. Would you, like a feather, like a dangly feather, is that a silly earring?
I don't know. I think that dangly earrings is kind of back.
It's hot right now.
Yeah. Like for guys.
Yeah. Old Rizzuto and Rafe Williams on the Riz show there, they both got the dangly earrings.
Do they?
Yeah.
Maybe I want to wear one.
Well, it's part of like a punishment for losing some sort of bet. All the guys on the show got dangly earrings and had to keep it in for a period of time. Some of them taking them out. I think they've kept their danglers in. You going to get a dangly, you said?
I don't think I could.
You couldn't pull it off?
No, man.
The restaurant would say, you got to take that out.
Yeah, that'd be more of it.
I think that'd be hilarious and entertaining. Like, hey guys, I'm the manager here. I hope your meal was great. Anything I could do to make it better? You just got this huge dangler.
Not a huge dangler, dude.
Like a big loop. You should get a loop.
No,
a hoopy.
I don't know about that. I'll just go like the little dangler crosses or like the
like little dangler crosses.
Lightning bolt seems to be one, maybe.
Lightning bolt, dang. Yeah, I see the lightning bolt. And there's like you see a lot of people of Italian heritage wearing the Italian horn. There's like some sort of Italian horn thing.
Italians are so into their heritage.
Oh, that's true. What do you think's more into their heritage? Italians or Irish? They're both pretty passionate.
Italians, dude, for sure.
Yeah. And I think
the Irish just
and I think
they'll be like alcoholics. Like, well, I'm Irish.
Well, I'm Irish. I'd beat my wife while I'm Irish.
Yeah. Italians, like, dude, they're so aggressively Italian.
Yeah. And some of it's like been pretty bastardized as far as Americanized Italian heritage, right?
Yeah.
Like they've taken things that only American Italians would do, and they're like, "This is our Italian heritage." Well, it's your American Italian heritage. You go to Italy, nobody's doing these things.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. American Italian has definitely been like, I don't know, dude. It's like
it's its own thing.
It's not a thing I get down with.
But you got to be part of the family. That's probably why.
That might be a red flag.
If they're from a hardcore Italian loving family, or what? What are we talking about?
If they're just like, if they're
GTL,
if they're just talking like more than twice about them being Italian.
Well, family is important to me because I'm Italian.
Big dinners,
dude.
ma.
I think that's one of the phrases that I find. So going back to, we were talking about relationships before, like one of the big taglines you'll see a lot of people using on dating profiles is like, family is everything to me. I feel like that's so redundant and so standard. Like, oh, cool, you love your family. Yeah. That's expected. I would be like, you know what I mean? Like people add that as like a caveat of, oh, my whole personality is that I love my family. Congratulations. We all have families that we love. Or like, I'm
such a loyal person.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I just like to have a good time.
What is the antithesis of that? Like like you're not gonna be somewhere. Like if you're talking about loyalty and it's not that you are loyal, nobody's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm kind of a turncoat. Like I'm a fucking traitor, dude.
You know what?
I'm thinking of people I'm close to, but people, it's the same thing though. Like,
yeah,
I'm so fucking loyal, dude. I'm a real one.
Yeah.
No, but nobody's gonna say I'm a fake one.
They'll say, yeah, I'm notorious for when times get tough, I'm ducking and running.
Yeah, like
don't come to me with any problems because I'm out of here.
Yeah. Dude, if I find something better, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. That'd be brutally honest.
Would you respect that though? If you were on a date and this girl's like, I mean, I've been in love, but something better came along. I jumped ship.
I was in love, but then he lost his job, and I said, I gotta get out of here.
Imagine if like lie detectors were just like prominent at first dates.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Or any dates. I mean, I don't know why we use first dates as a standard. Like, you can fake things for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. The better you are, the further down the road you'll get at faking it.
Like, dude, it is crazy. Like, honesty is practiced.
For sure.
You have to practice it.
Yeah, because there's like a shame in telling the truth all the time. People make you feel shameful for being honest.
But okay, I'll say like, I've definitely been a person in the past, like especially maybe dating or relationships, lied to cover my ass. And I'll say, I made a conscious effort not to do that. But to the point though, where I do think like, Callie the other day was like, she's like, you overshare.
Oh,
like,
what?
Overshare. And I'm like, that's what I wanted to ask. Like,
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
I guess. I don't know. It feels like if it's like a natural thing, I feel like it's not. If you like share things without somebody asking you or prompting you to like lead you down that rabbit hole, then maybe it could be looked at. Like it's like if you just walk up and you're like, so I'm dealing with hemorrhoids, guys. No, that'd be like,
me.
Whoa,
I'm not
oversharing.
I'm not. No, I wouldn't.
That was an extreme example, obviously, but still, if you like just walk up and initiate a conversation to be like, yeah, well, my family's fighting right now, then that could be looked at as oversharing. But like if you're just talking to somebody and then it like naturally comes to, oh yeah, well the other day my brother and I were getting into it about this same thing that we're talking about or whatever, then I don't think that that's oversharing. That's just having a real conversation.
Yeah, I've just wondered to myself, like, do I need to reel it in when it comes to like?
I just think so many people have become accustomed to fake conversations and like not actually engaging in a conversation.
I just personally think if you're oversharing, like nothing is going to come up that's going to catch you off guard.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because have a willingness to talk about whatever.
Yeah, I don't think anything's like a difficult conversation, really. Well,
that's
not true. That's not true. I digress.
It's National Peach Cobbler Day.
Ooh.
I think maybe it was for
mode.
I can't remember. I know peach cobbler had been brought up in the past on the episode. Was it? Yeah, I was going to say. Was it for the Mount Rushmore of desserts? Was it the alphabetical order of foods? No.
What do you think about a peach ice cream sandwich?
I don't know.
I guess it's popular at the Masters. It was topicals. That's why I brought it up.
Interesting. I mean, I guess it's like a handheld peach cobbler in a sense, but it's not exactly. I don't know. I guess
Have you seen that? It's like
no, I didn't see it.
It's that and the pimento cheese sandwiches.
I know that's hot. Yeah, real hot. That pimento cheese
status thing.
Yeah,
they're really cheap.
We could talk about the Masters here shortly.
Oh, sorry.
You're right though. We'll talk about food and peach cobbler. No,
yeah.
I'm not mad that you brought up the Masters. I'm just saying we don't have to get into the weeds on it quite yet.
Yeah.
It's National Plant Appreciation Day. Xavi, what's the plant you appreciate the most?
Ooh, plant I appreciate the most. Wow, I don't know if I often think about plants in that fashion. Those Venus flytraps are pretty cool.
Yeah. They're like one of the most unique plants for sure. They're like, I see all these other plants and they're feeding and getting energy off the sun. That's cool and good, but I'm going to go ahead and feed and get my energy off these insects, dog. I'm going to trap them and they're going to die and I'm going to use their fuel to grow big. Like, it's pretty cool. But there's other plants that do it too. There's like these little flower kind of cup looking deal. I can't think of the name of them, but they got a juice in the bottom of this, like a bellflower. Kind of looks like a teacup. Yeah. Little juice on the bottom. Anyway, it's like a bell cup flower, and it's got, like a nectar in the inside that the insects are drawn to, and then they get trapped in there, same kind of way like a Venus flytrap, and then
Yeah, I'd say my appreciation for plants doesn't match my retention for facts I've learned about them. But that being said, I do think they're pretty cool. Like going to the botanical gardens, I thought was awesome seeing all those. Also, I guess like evergreen trees that don't change. Like
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like pine trees and cedar trees.
What's that one plant that they said like people just fucking throw up? It smells like shit. It smells like death.
Oh, you're talking about the corpse flower?
Corpse flower.
Yeah, it smells like rotting flesh.
People love it.
They just love it because it's a huge flower. It's like the biggest flower of any plant.
Well, people come to like smell it too.
Well, it's just an experience thing, and it's like the flower only blooms for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So the window of being able to experience that is so small. They don't come because they love the smell. They come because of the unique experience. That's what you made it sound like.
No, I'm just saying that they want to smell that disgustingness. Like it's like it's for the experience.
Yes, fill my nostrils with rotting flesh.
But like the lady at the botanical garden said, like fucking people,
they flock
they
to
come
it
in droves, dude.
Well, it's a unique thing. You know, you're not gonna witness that very often. So being able to go and witness it's pretty cool. The largest flower.
Yeah, it makes me think. Like, do I want to go see this thing? You know?
Yeah, it's not like it's.
I kind of do.
Yeah,
I'm saying I get it.
and the smell is less intense during the day than it is at night. So if you ever get a chance to view it, go during day.
I want it as most intense.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
Like if I'm gonna go, like I'm gonna go.
Said if I'm gonna smell shit, I want to smell the most pungent shit this flower's got for me.
Yes, dude.
Yas, dude.
You think I'll throw up?
No.
I don't know, man. Smells really trigger me.
Well, maybe then.
Rotting flesh. What do you think's the worst smell? We could do a Mount Rushmore of worst smells.
Yeah.
We'll save it for then.
Yeah, we'll pontificate on that later. I'll have to think about it.
If that power goes out in that deep freezer, boy.
Ooh, stinky.
Golly.
Stinky. Yeah, dude, gross.
It's hard for me to think with all these stinky ideas.
You know how I know you're bad, Greg? You love your mother-in-law.
Oh my gosh, he admitted.
All right. It's National, we got a couple more here. National Make Lunch Count Day. So make your lunch worth it. Don't just skim by on some handful of chips or pretzels. Make your lunch count.
I'm going to try to make my lunch count today.
There you go. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm fucking hungry.
Talking about all this food and lunches and whatnot. All right, last National Day. It's National Scrabble Day. Xavi, you play much Scrabble?
I'm in waves, you know.
You Scrabble in waves?
I played like Monopoly Scrabble.
What's the difference?
I can't remember. It was a few weeks ago. Callie has it at her house, and I got my ass beat. It was like a Monopoly Scrabble little... they had a baby.
Oh, all right. And then I just curious how the game is played. You have to make a word to buy Park Place or what?
Something like that, dude. I lost.
He said, I lost, so I forgot what the game was even about.
Dude.
If I can't win, I don't even want to know what the game
I was
is.
not really like that into the game, to be honest.
It's funny. Scrabble came around during the Great Depression. It was when it was first brought to the masses. The highest scoring single word ever played in a tournament is, I'm really going to be...
Let's not even go for it.
Oxyfenbanazone. Oxyfenbanazone.
I think I got prescribed that.
Yeah, it's for webbed toes.
Is it really?
No, I have not.
I don't think you can fix webbed toes through a pill.
Not yet. Give it time. Look, we got these weight loss drugs. Next thing you know, webbed toes drugs.
Did you see that clip of Trump talking about his fat friend on Ozempic, and he's like, it's not working. He's like, it works for a lot of people, but not him. He's like, he's so rich and powerful and smart, but like, he's on Ozempic, and it's just not working for him. He's like, I told him he has to try something else.
I think he might be an oversharer, dude.
Brant showed me this clip. It was so funny.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I mean, who might have talked? I say words without thinking most times.
You're an oversharer, but I don't. Is there such thing as oversharing?
Well, depends on
context. Everything is contextual.
Sure.
I think that's what we're losing.
Our general
oversharing for the purpose of like satire or comedic effect. I think it's
yeah.
But
that's the thing. I don't know.
Oversharing unironically though is kind of
cringy. So other games that are kind of like Scrabble, Words with Friends. You ever do that one?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe back in the day. I know my dad, like he plays Words with Friends every day for like the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Gotta get his challenges in.
Yeah, but it's got their games, that's for sure. Categories.
I do like categories.
Yeah. Yep. Or Codenames is another one.
Codenames, very fun game. Very fun. You play Codenames?
Yeah, I've played Codenames.
Great game. Are we going to be playing games Saturday?
Maybe, probably.
I love it.
We're probably going to have a little bondy fire.
I can't wait.
Chillax.
I know we'll probably get to this later. I'm jumping the gun.
Maybe. We'll get to it on next week's episode.
We're sharing.
Yeah. We don't want to, lay it out there. We tell people after the fact and ask for forgiveness instead of permission,
Yeah,
so that's it for our national days. What do you think? What's your favorite one we had today?
I can't even.
I don't even know what we just talked about.
It's kind of a lackluster day, dude. Fuck Thomas Jefferson.
Probably the peach cobbler, huh?
Yeah, I was just trying to listen, and I didn't think none of the days were great, so I was just trying to start conversation off them.
And that's all we ever ask for.
Yeah, I didn't think any of the days were like,
particularly amazing.
No, kind of lame, for being honest. Probably in the bottom half.
Lamos. Okay. Well, Xavi, before we get into our Mount Rushmore this week, and before we give a little sports recap, I want to talk about restaurants and some frustrations. It seems like they're a hotbed for a drama all the time. Ooh. And I don't know. I didn't know if you had, any personal anecdotes to share from this week.
Well, we go through the list, and then I can go off of that, maybe. But yeah, there's anecdotes. There's always anecdotes.
There's always anecdotes. There's no doubt about it. So the manager gap. People talk about this in the restaurant. Research found that when employees quit, it's most often due to the relationship with their direct manager. Regular feedback and recognition is a major driver of drama, as 68% of workers say they are more likely to stay if they feel recognized for their hard work. And that's probably true with every place out, not even just restaurants.
Let me tell you, though, being on both ends of this shit, dude, the servers / bartenders / bussers at my job,
they want the gold star.
Dude, no, I give praise, for sure. Give praise. Great job. I feel like we as a staff do a pretty good job at praising people that are doing good. Now, the amount of work that we do and put into these ungrateful fucks and definitely I get a lot of praise. I will say that. So maybe that's unfair. But, dude, it's like, I want to make money. I want to be sat right away. Oh my gosh, why am I getting sat so quickly? I don't want that big table. Why didn't I make any money tonight? My sales suck because I didn't want this big table. Can I be cut? I don't want to be cut yet.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want this section. Oh my God, he has a better section than me. It's going to rain tonight. Oh, it didn't rain. I shouldn't have switched sections. These are the shit.
Yeah.
This is this shit that I hear every fucking day.
And that's one of the bullet points. Favoritism and transparency. It's talking about how it's a driver for drama in most restaurants, where manual scheduling can have a perceived favorism impact. It's saying how a lot of restaurants are adopting new tech to be able to schedule sections and schedule things like that to try to avoid the idea of favoritism. But there's still 27% of restaurants are still using paper or whiteboards for scheduling, which frontline staff often cites as source of conflict regarding shift fairness or good table rotations.
Well, no, I will say this, and I'm glad. This could be a long segment.
That's okay.
Because I don't understand why in restaurants, people cry about favoritism. Yeah, of course there's favoritism. It's because it's earned.
Yeah, be a better worker.
It'd be like a football team being like, well, sorry, Jamar Chase, we're going to have to give this fifth string guy some more first string reps because of fairness. No, you're going to put your best people in the best spots for your company or business to succeed.
Right. Now, to play, devil's advocate a little bit there, obviously the guy that's the fifth string receiver is still getting paid a great livable wage.
Not nearly the amount as Jamar Chase.
Sure. So if you're a server and you're like, dang it, I've been shifted with all these shitty sections this entire week, I got to make rent. Where
here's the thing.
La Bamba's been getting all the good sections, and they've made rent 3 times over.
I agree with that. And here's the thing that I would do. And
I think it's the fact that the money is just so tied into the sections you get with restaurants that makes that drama.
hey, I know you've been complaining about the sections. I know you've been complaining about your cut. Well, these are some of the things you can improve on in order to get this section.
Sure.
Like, have coaching conversations with the people and tell them, like, these are some of the things you're lacking at, and this is why I put you here. This is why you're not getting the Saturday night, primetime section, is because I haven't seen you run enough food. You're not pre-bussing well enough.
Right.
We've had some complaints about coworkers about like the way that you've been, and then you say that. Maybe I've seen instances where that conversation has gone. I was about to fire somebody in the first month because of their behavior and their
Lack of
attitude towards
teamwork.
it. Had a coaching conversation. They are now one of the, people that I lean on for primetime sections on those big nights.
Yeah.
They're not going to bitch. They're going to do their closing work, side work. So, yeah, I do think there's a lot of diva mentality that goes into the server/bartender.
There is. And some of the drama could probably be curtailed by the tipping culture in America, right? Like I said, your earnings as a server are so dependent on the customer deciding on how to pay you that's why the drama over sections and that becomes so intense, I feel like.
But I also do think too, which even as when I was a server, I'd always think this, like, okay, if the tipping expectation is 20%.
That's for good service.
Give them a reason to. Like, don't just go in and expect, like, oh my gosh, like, start
I
looking.
have to get, yeah. If you have the mentality of, I have to get 20% just for the bare minimum, then that's shit. You're just being dog shit at your job.
Like, I never went in with that mentality. Like, some of these people are really good at, like, striking conversation with servers. I think my strengths are more so, like, once I start reading people and I can get a vibe off them, like, dude, like, that's where I'm going to start. I'm not going up with these one-liners.
Yeah.
Some of that
forced
corny
conversations,
shit. Dude, I'm not good
jokes.
at that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm good at once I start vibing with people, dude, I'm going to be your favorite server.
We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I just wonder, you think about if everybody was paid some sort of equal base pay that's a significant, a normal wage, and then they could still get tips on top of that, but the expectation is not for every customer to tip 20%. The expectation is they can leave a tip if they feel like the server actually went above and beyond, which is, what it was always intended to be. It wasn't intended to be income gap filler.
Now, if your server does go above and beyond and you fucking leave them $5, like, dude, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Stay at home. Like, you are paying for a service. Like, these aren't your fucking slaves.
Yeah.
Like, they're going back and forth, running around, putting your order in, serving you.
Yeah.
Tip them.
Yep. It's definitely becoming more of like the two camps are growing as far as the anti-tip culture, and then the people that are remaining, want to stay with the tips.
Well, I think that's been assisted by people who don't deserve tips. You add tips, all these things, these POS systems, like you go anywhere and it's just like a prompt 18.
I agree.
And I think it's hurting the people who really do deserve tips and are providing a service for tips.
Right. Yeah, and it makes, people who show up to a restaurant that's like a properly serving restaurant, and they're like, well, I don't need to tip you. I could go enter my order on a tablet over there myself. I don't need you. This is like the mentality that these people have.
Go do it. Go get your own food. Yeah. You know what it's called? Fucking cooking at home.
Or it's called Freddy's or Shake Shack.
Yes.
Where you pick up your food from the counter after they make it.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's like, if that's the experience you want, you don't want to have to tip, go do it. But if you want to sit down and not have to worry about getting your food or getting refills or putting in your order, you go to a real restaurant and you pay for somebody to provide you that service.
And this outside thing, American tipping culture, like the other countries where the tipping culture is not, like the food is more expensive because it's already all gone into the wages that the servers are being paid.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the reason for that.
I got no qualms against it. I would rather them.
But even before I was in the industry, and I've been in the industry for so long now, like I was raised correctly, like tip when you're fucking going out. Like,
well, yeah, that's just like, but again, that's the way that our systems in America have been designed.
That is a red flag. We
if
talked
somebody
about earlier.
doesn't tip,
yes.
Oh,
a
for
bad
sure.
tipper, dude.
I agree. Because it just shows that you think you're either better than this person providing you a service, or you don't think highly of them at all. Like, it just shows poor character, I think.
Yeah.
And even I don't know. I'm trying to think of situations where I've had just like awful experience, and I feel like I've still left some money. It might have not been 20%, but I left something still, even in an awful experience. So when people are like, well, I'm just not going to leave anything because my experience was awful. Which, you know, I don't know. I have a little bit of sympathy for, because there's definitely some bad workers across the board. Not even just in the food industry, but across the board. There's very unattentive workers, and you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to somebody dealing with your food and your experience of eating, it becomes a little bit more annoying when you have somebody that's just bad at their job or doesn't give a shit, you know. So I can understand the frustration there, but knowing that that person is whatever making $2.50 an hour, I'm still gonna give them a few dollars or whatever, because they spent their time at least getting my food. I guess it might have taken more time or whatever made it a bad experience. They're still working, so they gotta have something. I can never leave a place and have zero, like a proper restaurant. I will put zero on some of those, like, you know, places where we were never asked to tip before, but all of a sudden there's a tip line on it, like a walk-up counter.
More comfortable doing that.
Yeah, I'll click other all day. Zero.
Yeah. You almost have to build a comfortability doing that.
Yeah.
There's like this level of human guilt that comes over you.
Flip the screen around. Just going to just ask you a few questions here.
Fuck! Yeah. Dude. I'll look him right in the fucking eye.
Yep.
Okay.
Rising costs have been a reason for drama in restaurants. So operating costs have increased by 14% over the last 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's really a significant amount.
It is. I'm just trying to read through these bullet points and give you the juice. I don't want to just read everything. Staffing remains a major concern for operators. Over 32% of operators listed staffing as their number one concern moving forward. And I guess that's really the only important stuff to get to here. I kind of covered it all there. So I don't know, drama in the restaurant industry, it seems like it's higher there than other industries.
Well, I think everybody works in such close quarters. I guess you work in close quarters anywhere, in an office or anything. I don't know what
retail.
It is. Maybe it's the
primal, like, I'm telling you, it's like the fight over the money, knowing that, like, oh, I could be over there and I could make more money, or, oh, this person got cut before this person. It's just like, it unleashes some sort of weird primal feelings on people, I guess.
I feel more of the drama that I experience in the restaurant is everybody in each other's business about who's fucking who.
Yeah.
Who's talking to who, and he was there with this person and she was, doing all that. That's more of the drama.
And I think part of that comes from in the restaurant industry is the fact that, the hours are so much different than other jobs, right? Like, you get done and the place is closing down at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and everybody that just got done working was like, well, let's all go party together because we're on the same hours.
I will say there's something to that. Like, it's almost like one big family. Like, you argue the whole shift, but then afterwards you're getting drinks, and then like that shift, like, it all shifts from, well, so-and-so is breaking up, and these people are talking.
Because then whatever happens after the shift comes into the restaurant the next day is the stories unfold for what happened on the night out on the town.
And that's one thing is, like, I'll say, personally, what I've experienced this week, and even though I'm going to, it is a unique thing because I've gone from a position where these guys are all my peers to, and I hate the term boss. I don't think
they're your subordinates.
I don't think like that. But it is a unique situation where a lot of these people who I became
assistant to the manager.
Yeah. Anyways, so like I still hang out with them outside of work more often than maybe your average manager would.
Hey guys, I'm just one of you. No,
I don't. No, it's not like I invite myself. It's not a Michael Scott situation. It's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
But that being said, earlier this week, a situation really pissed me off because it was brought up to somebody who was like, so what's up with you and so-and-so? And I was like, what do you mean what's up with me and so-and-so? Like, I have not, disclosed this information to anyone.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, what do you mean? Like, what's up with me and so-and-so? And they're like, oh, well, I heard that you did whatever with this person. I said, how? Like, and I knew it's true. It was true. But I was like, how does anybody know?
How is
she
this
was like,
information getting out there?
Somebody was reading my text messages.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And
Nobody should be reading text messages.
I don't understand. So now I'm kind of paranoid. Like, was this when my phone was on the charger in the office, and I'm not in there? Or was like somebody over my shoulder? So now, like, what? Do I have to like text with my, I don't like to, people are like, what are you fucking hiding? Well, that's why.
I'm hiding my conversations that people are butting their way into.
Dude, it's crazy, dude. And then I was like, well, who? I asked the person who told me,
wow.
like, who told you this? And they're like, well, I can't tell you that. Well, yeah, you can. It's my business. And people are reading it. So, like, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. If it's just restaurant or in general, like the general society just so nosy in other people's business. Seems to be a little more rampant in restaurants. But that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now is like my business has been put out there.
Yeah.
Not due to the fault of mine or the other person in this situation.
Sure. Just people's being nosy, up in other people's business. Yeah, that's also another reason that the drama comes in high quantities at the restaurants.
So that was awkward yesterday. I had to tell the other person, like, hey.
Word on the street is out.
It's nothing to be, yeah, dude.
Just like people talking about stuff that they don't know nothing about.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. I do. Ooh.
But I'm not going to go on a rampage of like asking because it's just going to perpetuate it and put it more in the spotlight. So I'm just going to, not acknowledge it.
Yeah. What do they call that? There was like a famous thing where Barbra Streisand, somebody like that, had like a news story that she didn't want this information getting out, and by like her trying to quiet the story or whatever, it ended up becoming a bigger story. The Streisand effect.
Yeah, so 100% why I'm not. Let it die.
Let it die on the vine.
Piss me off, but it is what it is.
Yes. Yep. Well, before we get into our Mount Rushmore, take a quick gander across the world of sports. This past weekend, we had what I like to think is golf Super Bowl, the Masters tournament.
Oh, it is 100% golf Super Bowl.
It's got to be, right? Like,
it's the fucking Masters.
People that
it might be picked later in our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, could be. But as far as, there's people that might not watch any golf throughout the whole year, but if the Masters are on, they'll be like, I'll tune in,
Especially with the names that were involved at the end yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday's last day gave us tight competition and good drama, which was always what I want. Sometimes you want to
hoping Rory choked that shit away, dude.
Yeah,
he fucking hit that shot into the trees on 18.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my god,
no way he's gonna do this.
And then he hit it into the bunker and just a great shot out of the bunker. I think it's fucking lame to win the Masters on a bogey. I think they should have disavowed that. It should be a double bogey.
Hey, he had a 2-stroke lead. That's on. He played to have that
but
lead.
But it's so anticlimactic though.
But it's not because he still wins.
God, Scotty played 2 rounds of bogey-free golf.
Yep.
First time that's happened since 1942, I think.
Yes, I heard that stat yesterday.
And to not win, 1 stroke short.
He made a charge. There ain't no doubt about that.
3 names.
And if he would have birdied, he had a putt
16.
If he would have birdied right there, he was a couple inches away from dropping it. That would have put that pressure on Rory going in the last hole.
Yeah, I would say I definitely am an average golf fan, but when it comes to the majors, I become a pretty big golf fan and pretty tuned in with what's happening.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
But not just the Masters.
All the majors attract me, but the Masters is by far my favorite. And hats off to Augusta National and the Masters. They've done a good job of making that tournament accessible to watch, not get to, but to watch, because. But
the cameras sucked yesterday.
What?
Cameramen were
I had
sucking.
a clear view of what was going on.
No, dude, you didn't even see there was a shot for Rory. One of his last shots, you didn't even see where the ball landed.
Oh.
And I know it's a hard job probably to track the ball, but it's a fucking Masters.
Maybe I missed that, but I meant the quality. The camera quality was pristine. You could see that beautiful course.
Oh, the quality was pristine, but the actual action shots going those last 3 holes was Scotty, Justin Rose, or Cam Young. Dude, they were missing the balls, or they didn't even get Cam Young's fucking tee shot off hole 16. And you didn't even see Rory's final putt go in. Granted, it was right there, but
you mean his little tap in?
Yeah, you didn't even see the ball go in the hole.
Well, like I said, I didn't care about that. I'm just talking about the accessibility. I was able to just pull up Masters live stream, and they have a website that was the Masters live stream website. Boom, right there. It's already playing. I didn't need to log into anything. Didn't need to sign up for anything.
Yeah, they did.
That availability to watch and listen to the tournament, I think, is what makes it great.
Overall,
also,
it was great, and I think they've done a great job at not being. It's the Masters they've kept this in a day and age where everything's so heavily promoted and marketed. The Masters
speaks for itself.
It does.
And I mean, you're not going to get any other large event that's going to have those same kind of vibes because of the cell phone rules, right? Everybody on the course is not allowed to have a phone out. You'll be kicked out if you have it, and that's everybody. Anybody on there. They kicked out like a former
Masters
winner. Yeah. And so just to be able to have that big of a event and have that many people locked in, right, and not distracted doing this, that, the other thing. It's becoming more and more unique every year that goes by.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I just saw a video.
Awesome.
I saw a video from Justin Bieber's set at Coachella over the weekend, and in the video, there was a sea of people, and all you could see is almost every person had their cell phone up recording. I'm like, this is crazy.
We've talked about this before on the podcast at the Metallica concert that we went to a couple years ago. That fucking dude recording the entire thing. Him
and his old lady just sitting there live streaming it for their 5 toothless friends back home.
That stuck out with me because I'm just like, what the fuck? But I do think the Masters has became my favorite sporting event.
It's definitely
so unique.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just great to sit there and lock in and watch it. I enjoy it so much.
And I think golf's done a good job. I mean, Rory back-to-back Masters. I guess that we have to say that's the first time that's happened since 01-02 Tiger.
Tiggy. Yep.
And golf's done a good job of finally, I think, finding a new, post-Tiger, there was a lot of years where if Tiger wasn't in something, it wasn't as interesting.
Sure.
I think
they got enough big name guys now, like famous names. Yeah, I would agree. Because, you had Scotty there. You had Justin Rose there. You had McIlroy there at the end. Like, all these guys are all big names, names that most just casual golf fans have at least heard of, I think. But yeah, I enjoyed the Masters. Glad that we got it in view. Now summer is on its way. That's how you know spring has officially started, because we've had the Masters with the dogwoods and the azaleas.
Awesome.
And the pretty course and that green grass. And Jim Nance, his beautiful voice, speaking calm to us throughout the day.
It's great.
Take a live look at 16. What else do we got going on? We got postseason for NHL and NBA kind of getting close. Blues officially eliminated, I think. Pretty sure.
Kings won yesterday, beat the Oilers.
So that's the end of that little push they were trying to get there towards the end of the year. We'll see you again next year, Blues. What do you think? Bennington on the team? Not on the team next year.
I don't think he's on the team.
It's all right. Joe Hofer's been killing it.
Yes.
I love Bennington. Always going to appreciate what he's done for us.
And he's had a long run with us, too. I mean,
yeah, he's tops for most categories for goaltenders in franchise history.
Yeah, it's like goaltenders, you don't really see them make that long of a stretch with one team, the way Bennington has. 7 years.
Yeah. Cup. Wins a cup.
It'll go on.
And if there is no good trade partners and we keep him and he plays like a Jake Allen role to Hofer being what Bennington was during that cup year, I'm all right with that, too.
It's the expensive backup, but yeah.
We spend less on goalies between the two of them than a lot of other teams. We're like only $10 million in the pot for both goalies. That's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. Because Hofer is going to require a bigger contract when it's up next. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing with that. Jordan Walker off to the hot start. We already kind of talked about that.
Baby.
Cardinals are doing what the Cardinals are doing. It's a young team. They're at least exciting. We've mentioned that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no expectations. It's just fun seeing Jordan Walker seemingly start to come into what we hoped he'd be.
Yeah, becoming
There's a long, obviously a long season.
Sure,
you'd like to see,
but it seems like he's got
if he
stuff
just
working
keeps up
for him.
75% of this production.
He's already almost matched his total home runs for last year.
He already did.
He's at 6
last year.
Oh yeah, he hit one last night.
He has 7 now.
That's crazy. I love it.
He's leading the majors by himself.
Yes. Well, we're going to go get a live look at Jay Walker tomorrow night, like I said.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
That's exciting. We haven't really had a power hitter in St. Louis for
It's been a while.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wanted to be like, oh, Goldschmidt's a power hitter. Oh, Arenado's a power hitter. Well, all Arenado did was complain that the Busch Stadium fences were too far back.
Jordan Walker says not far enough.
Not far enough. Dude, he's a big boy. Big boy at Jordan Walker. Oh, Michigan wins the title. We had the championship game on the game.
Together.
What's that?
We watched it together.
We watched it together. Oh
no, that was
the Final Four game.
Yeah.
The final game, Michigan and Villanova, UConn, was on Monday when we did our podcast last time.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Michigan.
Congrats to Michigan. Oh, I got this little factoid. Denver defeats Wisconsin for the Frozen Four to become hockey champions in college.
Congrats, Denver.
Denver. Congrats, Denver. I like that. Maybe that'll be the title. Congrats, Denver. Just no context.
Just such a small little nugget of the whole episode. Just name. We do that a lot.
Hey, that's what you got to draw them in. Andrew Reese was traded. You got for your WNBA updates, and on from that.
Bye, Angel.
Bye, Angel. Rangers goaltender Jonathan Quick announces he will retire. I remember Johnny Quick when he was on the Kings, and we had a lot of playoff matchups the Blues did against him.
Dude, that motherfucker is a monster in the playoffs.
True.
The Kings were an 8 seed, and they won basically off the back of Jonathan Quick.
Yeah.
Number 32.
Number 1 in your heart.
Got to be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that. What are we doing? We're getting ready for the NFL draft. Does that start next week, right?
The week after. Yeah.
No, not this week, but next week.
Correct.
On Thursday or next week,
yes,
probably.
A week from Thursday.
Yep. So we can touch on that a little more next episode.
Oh, yeah, dude.
We'll have one before then. If there's nothing, we're getting consistent. Although, I feel like for episode 69, we should have some jokesters in.
Should we have, should 69 be a foursome?
Yes. Maybe. At least 4. We'll see what we can do. I told you.
At least 4.
At least 4.
You want a bunch of people on for?
Maybe. I want some people. I've been trying to get banjo player Chris on an episode. Just hadn't had a good opportunity yet, but I think he would be a fun ad for an episode for folks.
Has to be a Monday.
Has to be Monday. He's fine with that. He's like other musicians. He don't have a day job or nothing. He's just a banjo playing fool. That's all. All right. Well, anything else from the world of sports you want to mention, Xavi, before we move along?
No, I think we're pretty locked in.
Lock it in. Cool. Well, that means it is time for this week's Mount Rushmore. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. So, Xavi, tell the people, what are we Mount Rushmore this week?
We're going to do Mount Rushmore of things that start with the letter M.
Ooh.
M.
Mount Rushmore of things that begin with the letter M.
Now, this could be tough.
Monkeys.
Well, because that's... I don't even think that...
Why could it be tough, Xavi? What's going to make it tough? We are doing a consensus, Mount Rushmore. We agree on this.
M is also a popular name starter, too. You know, there's some popular figures in history.
Right. And there's even, like, popular events, or historical things.
So to lock that down to 4 is tough.
Sure.
Well, I do agree with you.
There's
Sometimes
objects,
doing these consensus
naturally.
ones allows us to talk through it more and give bite a little more meat off the bone than we leave on certain.
Yeah, and we're touching on things that, the honorable mentions that might not make it to the final cut of the Mount Rushmore, but are worth talking about.
I'll just throw out one that I think might be an obvious one and that's money.
Ooh. I mean, yeah. I guess yeah. It's not like a good thing, but it's definitely a Mount Rushmore object as far as...
I mean, it's money.
Things that begin with M that are important and play a vital role in everybody's daily life.
Like, do we agree that M is on it?
Yeah. M is on money. I would agree. It's probably got to be on there. It's not, like I said, it's not a good thing, but I don't think that the Mount Rushmore is... We didn't say it had to be all good things, that begin with M. Money. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Money's on M's.
Now, what about like macarons?
No.
You saying that macaron doesn't deserve to be up there with money for the most important M's?
I mean, you got moms.
Moms, Morocco.
The list is all over. Morocco.
Yeah, moms, I guess I should be. I don't know.
What do you think?
We all wouldn't be here without moms.
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 Moms and money.
Moms and money and Morocco with monkeys.
No, those two will not be on the list.
Well, they're mentioned now.
I mean, macaroni and cheese has a better play than
Johnny McEnroe?
But we got Michael Jordan, Michael
Macbeth?
Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Vick, Michael Phelps.
These are a few of the names I know better than my own grandma.
Mount Rushmore of Michaels.
I mean, that's very factual, and it would be contentious, too. Getting
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this is tough. Would any of those guys, just the mics alone, or any of
Should we
those-
just make Mikes? Mikes is
The Mount Rushmore of Mikes?
No, the Mount Rushmores of M's are Mikes. Mikes, moms, and money.
Matt? But Mike, I mean,
There's a lot of Mikes out there. Mike. We're talking into microphones right now.
well, what
M's.
else? So what else we got here? Any bands?
Metallica.
Oh, see?
Metallica. Mom. Marilyn Manson.
Mom, Metallica, Mom, Marilyn Manson, Monkeys.
Monkeys.
The Monkeys.
The Monkeys.
It'd be funny to go the Monkeys over like the animal.
Yeah. Mastodon. That's a band. And an animal.
What?
What?
Mastodon.
I'm just, hey, look, we're just rolling down the list. I'm not saying
Mac
that.
Miller.
Mac Miller. I'm not saying that either of the things are deserving. I'm just trying to, I'm working through the thought process, you know? Working through the thought process. Mazda Miatas. Maseratis. Mustangs.
McLarens.
The horse, not the car.
Man.
Yes.
Man.
Man in general.
Men.
Here we are.
Men.
Moms, men, money,
I mean, that's like,
mangoes. What else? I feel like we're gonna definitely miss off a good one.
I mean, there's so many.
Well, I'll start naming them.
I mean, just like the names, you got Mike, Matt.
We keep circling back to the names.
Girls, you got Molly's, Maddie's, Mary's,
Megan's.
Marie's, Megan's.
Yeah. I
Like,
feel like the
he's-
names, you know, everybody's got a name. We don't need names on the Mount Rushmore of things that begin with M.
Well, everything we named is a name. Money is a name.
Yeah,
a
but
name
it's not
we
like a
call
person
for
name.
Currency.
Like, why would a person name need to be on a Mount Rushmore? We're just making it sound like that
So
name's
omit
more person.
names.
Yeah.
These are going to be objects. What about the Masters?
The Masters.
Okay, but Masters.
Masters. It's great. It's great. It probably is a top 10, but is it a top 4 where you got money, moms, and men?
Are we going men?
I think so. You have to. Men built this planet with the help of everybody else. Men made government. Men's made religions. For better or for worse. Men had an
Men,
impact.
moms, money. And it's going to be funny, the fourth one.
Because
on
moms are right there. They're respected just as much. They get the spot
this.
on
You don't
the-
have men without moms.
You don't. And you don't have moms.
Well, you can't have moms without men.
Yeah.
Mom's more important than men.
But for future generations of moms, you won't have them without men.
What do you mean?
Moms can't have other moms without men. They can't have their own baby. They can't produce semen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's what I mean. We're yin and yang. Men and
It's
women.
good to have moms and men on this list.
Yeah. Equal opportunity.
And money.
And money. Yeah. And
We are staring down the gauntlet of a tough 4 on the list of these 3.
yeah, Megan Fox.
No name.
No names. No, that's a specific person. Yeah, you're right though. She sucks. Mafia. Talk about influential.
I mean, mac and cheese, dude. Pretty good one.
A pretty good one. I'm just really pushing for macarons would be right there with mac and cheese.
Macarons. When's the last time you've ate a fucking macaron?
Every year at Jamie's birthday, she gets her friend Katie to make her macarons that are delicious.
Okay, yeah, you eat it once a fucking year.
Well, I'd eat them more if they were more accessible.
Okay, what would you if somebody said you can never watch the Masters again or you can never eat a fucking macaron again?
Different things.
What
one
would you
is
choose?
eating enjoyment, one's
What would
watching
you choose?
enjoyment. I would watch the Masters because it's more
Okay,
enjoyable.
so then there goes macaroons down the fucking drain.
Right next to mac and cheese.
Yeah. What about the Masters though? Is like, what about the Muppets?
Muppets can be mentioned right there. Yeah, but they won't make the list.
Are we going to omit any bands or anything like that also for eliminating names? These are just objects or ideas.
We can have appreciation of anybody that's a band, but it feels like we're just shoehorning them in there if we put them on a list that has money, moms, and men.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. Yep.
Mexico.
Maybe probably just metal in general. Blacksmithing, steel was made from metal. Like overall metals have had a pretty big impact on humans in this world.
Metals are big.
Metals are big.
Minerals
need those.
But that
He said, that's just not fun. That's not a sexy pick, he said.
money, men, mom, minerals.
Ooh. I think I kind of turned on him out of that list.
This life's about money, men, mom, and
minerals. Metals or minerals?
Minerals.
Money and metals are kind of like you're chasing the same thing there.
Yeah.
Gold is a metal. Silver is a metal.
It is.
But I mean, so much that we rely on in this planet is metal derived.
What about the Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh, yeah, brother.
I don't think that. I don't know what that was.
Hey, clearly, I'm not the wrestling guy.
Yeah. You're just a speck of sand in the old Sahara Desert.
There we go. See, he's talking about minerals.
Oh, what about mice?
No. Why would we want to bring mice into this?
Just money, men, moms, mice.
No. There's one of these things is not like the other.
Now, Mondays suck. That could be on the Mount Rushmore.
Come Mondays.
That start with M.
Yeah. It's on the
Migraines.
worst things that have M's.
Right?
Yeah. Menstruation.
That's an easier one here.
And that would go on the bad one. That would go on the bad one, I think.
Good. But this is a big one, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great things that start with M.
I just keep coming back to like a metal or minerals until we come up with something that feels more impactful.
Melons.
Ooh. Water? Booby melons?
Yes. And everybody likes a melon.
Melons.
What about the Malons?
All of them.
Bob, Carol, Steven.
The whole family's there.
That'd be so funny. The Malons make the Mount Rushmore.
But no names.
Oh, man. Math teachers.
Math. Math and metal are definitely like 1 and 1. Math and money are 1 and 1 right there. They're all there. Mathematics
might be more important than metal. I don't know.
It's debatable, I'd say. Like math has allowed us to accomplish a lot, and so has metals. They kind of go hand in hand. You know, the work you do with metal gets better by using mathematics. Man, That's tough.
We got math.
Yeah.
Well, money, men, moms, and math.
Yeah. Or metal. I'm still just not.
Okay, so if math didn't exist and metal didn't exist, what would affect the world more? Or if money didn't exist, men, mom. These are all things.
Money probably wouldn't exist if we didn't have mathematics, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it would, but it would
men
be
and
just
mom,
not thought of.
Obviously, most important.
Yeah. That's all of humanity. Boiled down to 2 things, and they're all M's. Maybe
M might be the most important, like,
letter.
Break it down. We might have started off with just, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
Like, there will never be a Mount Rushmore of more important things than M.
Until we get to W's and we get to women in Wyoming.
White people.
White people. Yes, we like self-importance.
I think we go math, dude.
Mitsubishi. I think it might be math.
There it is.
All right, it's decided. It's been decided.
Money. Moms. Men. Math. Math, men, money, mom.
Mount Rushmore of M things. Tell us what you think. Let us know why we're wrong.
Yeah, good luck topping that.
Fuckers.
Okay, I get it. Those things are important, but what about microwaves?
Have you considered MIT?
Missouri. We didn't even mention Missouri.
Yeah, good reason.
Montana.
Massachusetts.
Maine, Massachusetts. A lot of states start with M.
Morocco.
You love Morocco.
You love Morocco.
No, Spain.
There was a lot of trade going on across the world that went through Morocco.
It's taking over Spain, from what I hear.
All right. Yeah, maybe.
Moroccan immigrants.
Yeah. I mean, look, you have the maracas. How many other instruments you know that are named after a place?
Well,
what other M places? There's like, oh God, I'm thinking of in the Asian continent, Mongolians. They had a big impact.
They did.
They knocked down the shitty wall.
Oh, damn you, Mongolians.
That's right. That's what I wanted to hear.
Every time us Chinese try to build a shitty wall, stupid Mongolians come and knock it down.
Thank you. That's what I needed to hear right now.
So there we have it.
That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I was going to think
now,
of...
what's the most pivotal of those four?
Men.
I think math, maybe. There's an argument to be made that we're in a simulation and this is all possible because of math.
Yeah, sure. I mean, math has made all of our modern advances mostly possible. So that's why I feel like we're in a simulation, because everything that we have to interface with on a daily basis is made from a mathematical...
Movies. I'm just saying non-honorable mentions.
Movies are huge, for sure. Honorable mention.
Tough category for movies to be in.
Tough.
You hate that you
they
start
could be
with
in
them.
the B one with microwaves.
Yeah. Or, I mean, maybe there's an argument when F
mechanics.
Comes from. Films,
sure. Yeah, that could be.
We can make it out of it yet.
No.
Featured films.
Feature films. Double F.
Yeah.
Not monotony.
These letter ones are kind of fun, though, isn't it?
Monogamy.
Marty Monogamy.
There's a lot of them. That shouldn't be on a Mount Rushmore, though.
You want that to be the Mount Rushmore of worst things to start with them?
Yeah, humans are meant for polygamy.
Hope you like this.
We survive better in groups.
It's a hot take.
You're damn right. It's a hot take. Swinger Central.
Oh my God. Well, that's the end, Mount Rushmore, everybody.
Yeah, nothing else good, but definitely let us know what we missed.
Mount Rushmore didn't even make the Mount Rushmore.
Mountains in general.
Fuck.
They're good. They're fine. But come on.
M was a tough beat for a lot of people.
Yeah. Mammoths.
Mammoths.
Woolly mammoths.
And macaroons.
Macarons.
Fuck that, dude. Saturday, I'm not even eating one after this.
And maybe even Morocco. I don't know. Did I mention that?
What about Yao Ming?
Yao Ming. Would it be a Y or an M?
Ming. The Ming Dynasty.
Ming Dynasty. Yeah. China again. Brings us back.
Maple syrup.
That's a delicious one. We could just make a M food one someday.
Dude, M knows no bounds.
True. Mountains know no bounds.
Tough beat for all you M's out there.
All the M's.
Unless you're math moms.
Motors.
Motorcycles.
Yeah. Couldn't have it without a motor.
You couldn't.
Couldn't have a train without a motor. Couldn't have a... Yeah, as I'm saying, motors have been pretty impactful, but you couldn't have motors without mathematics or without money or without men or women. Yeah. So they have to. So just by default, they have to be. Or without the Mormons.
Mormons.
Yeah.
I'm the middle. I almost canceled the pod today so I could finish this documentary I'm watching on the sect of Mormons.
Look, I know that people are clamoring for our podcast, but I gotta stay home and finish watching these Mormons.
Dude, it's a really interesting one. It's like the
What's it called?
It's called the false prophet of Sam. Can't remember his last name. It's interesting, dude. It's interesting these cults that form these sects of religions, and the things that they can get a group of people to believe. Like, dude, go watch this. The False Prophet. Watch it with Jay. It's
like it's funny how like where the delineation lies, right, between that's a religion or that's a cult.
This guy's getting all these people to believe like he's a prophet, and it's a sect of a sect.
Yeah,
it's a sect of the former Latter-day Saints, which is a sect of the Mormons. You know,
right? I'm hip.
So it's crazy that this guy is on here getting all these people to believe like.
But it's like, is that the case? Does a religion have to be niched down so much before it becomes a cult? Like, where does that line get drawn for a religion to become a cult? Is Donald Trump's followers a cult?
What the fuck is this, dude?
Not a political podcast, but I'm just, we're talking of differences between a religion and a cult. Where's the line? Somebody just got to ask these questions.
Politics in general, like you're a cult to
if you're married,
party or a cult. If the Republican Party is a cult,
blind following could be considered cult behavior. Yeah. So that's why I said, where's the religion or cult?
But I don't even think this is like, if you're saying blind following, like this is somebody who's manipulated these people. They don't think they're following blindly.
Right. Such is the case also in political parties. They've been manipulated to believe that their way is the right way.
And especially when you're tying in religion too, that's where I think it's different than anything political that you're following. Like you just might be a fan and you're going to like have this person, like whatever they say, you know what he says and I'm supporting it. These people are believing something. There's something that they can't see. They're believing that God is speaking to them through this guy. And once they get into that mind state, they can even be questioning some of the things that this guy's saying. This doesn't feel right, but if I believe this is God speaking to me, then even these things that I might think is wrong, they don't feel right.
Sure.
It's
that's
so
why,
interesting, dude.
and that's what, you say, what are we doing? And I bring up, is Trump a cult? There is a percentage of Trump's followers that say, this is God working through Trump. I have to follow what he wants to do. They don't know anything about policies. They don't care. They just blind follow. So is that cultism? Kind of. And that's true could go both ways.
Yeah.
But
people are, especially when you get a whole group believing something, that's when it's easier to, because then now you have, like, you could be in a relationship and manipulate somebody, but then they can start waking up and they can talk to other people. But when you're completely surrounded in your day-to-day life with all these other people who are thinking the same way as you, like, now everybody's like, well, I don't want to be crazy because, like,
sure,
you might start coming around and then you're seeing somebody else. They're all might be thinking the same thing in their head, but like they're not outwardly projecting that because they don't want to be the outcast in this community. Like you get so far deep, dude. I'm telling you, go watch this False Prophet. It's kind of crazy because the lady doing the documentary, she used to be in one of those cults. Yeah. So she went in and she was like, well, you have to make them believe that, you're
bought
there.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, you're bought in. And she wasn't making them believe that she's bought in. She went with her husband, who's he films music videos and stuff, but they put their life on hold and like kind of tracking this all down, and they realize like, dude, this dude's marrying like 10-year-old girls and shit. But like they made them so comfortable that he started sharing this information. The whole time they're informing the FBI of everything, but they have to keep up this
ruse.
Yes. And it took entirely too long because they were informing the police. They can't go right to the FBI. The police were saying this isn't enough information to go to the FBI, which when the FBI finally got involved, they're like, this has gone on for way too long.
So, yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah, all right.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. Xavi's going to give us the recap next week.
Really good. Obviously, I just went on a whole fucking monologue about it.
Well, 30-second recap. What a monologue. But before we get out of here, though, Xavi, do you have anything from Reddit this week that you were going to share with us?
I found a Would You Rather, and I just thought it was interesting. And, I'm not going to even pull it up because it's just, with the Would You Rather, it's just a premise.
Yeah, I like a good little
somebody gives you a large sum of money, but you can't have, X the rest of your life. Now, you get, in this case, was $100 million right now.
$100 million.
But you can never have your favorite food ever again or listen to your favorite musician or group ever again. Now, what are you doing? Or neither. You're gonna be like, I'm just gonna.
So $100 million, and then you could never eat your favorite food or listen to your favorite artist again, musical artist.
Yep.
That's what I'm hearing. 100 million.
But I think it should be favorite like 3 foods because you can kind of dance around. So I'm gonna change.
Oh my
it
gosh.
From that one because I'm gonna change it. It's easier to get around your favorite food because there's a lot of foods you love. Your favorite 3 foods.
Okay. And musical artist.
Or your favorite musical artist.
Oh, is it or and?
Or.
Oh.
So what you giving up?
I'm giving up the musical artist.
Wow.
Not like easily, but food could be right there behind it maybe too. But you made it 3 foods. You know, I think that's what probably put me over.
I think it makes it more fair. Because like, dude,
well, 1-to-1.
my favorite food might vary based on what day it is. Like,
Right. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, I'd be giving up listening to Rush ever again, probably. I've had
wouldn't
my
it be
time.
interesting though if you say I'm giving up my favorite artist and then a Rush song comes on and it keeps playing? So that means like whatever magical genie knows that your deep subconscious, like you do enjoy a band more. You just haven't given. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. I get. Yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I don't.
Metallica comes on, it stops, and you're like, "Whoa, Metallica has passed Rush."
No, that's
Like,
not the case.
You know what I'm saying though? Like, what if Rush came on and then you?
I know what you're saying. I agree, but I'm just saying that I feel pretty confident in my ability to know who my favorite artist is at any particular time.
Yeah, I mean, I know mine, obviously. That would suck because he has such a huge catalog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at least, you know what? I got all those memories that they gave to me listening to them growing up.
You can't sing
and now I'm
them
$100,000 or $100 million richer.
You can't even think of their songs in your head.
Thanks for the memories, even though I can't recall what songs you had that I liked.
Yeah,
You know?
like let's say in this scenario, because this is mine now. Would you rather?
Mine now.
You get Men in Black. You can't even remember that band ever existed or single note from them.
It's okay.
What would your favorite 3 foods be?
Oh, boy. Probably pizza, steak, and like pasta.
Pasta? So you
Yeah.
can still eat a sandwich or a burger.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are my 3 favorite,
That'd
I'd
suck,
say.
though, to be like, damn, dude.
No pizza, no
I have $100 million.
pasta.
I can't even spend it on
No
pasta
steaks.
or pizza
Yeah.
or steak.
Yeah. It would not be an easy time. That's why I have to just nix the band, unfortunately.
I should have really upped the ante and went 3 favorite bands, 5 favorite foods.
Jesus.
At what point do you say, I just will not take the 100 million?
Oh, it would have to be like 10 foods and 10 bands to get rid of it to not take the 100 million. Like, I can live without a lot for a lot of money. You know what I mean? I can go ahead and do without. Because
Sell out.
Is it? It just
That's the
adds.
definition of selling out.
Well, that's fine. I'll sell out for ease of lifestyle living forward and money for my next generations. Generational wealth, man. You can't. Most people in this world
Money.
never can do that. Never can pass that along. Never get that opportunity.
One of the big M's.
So if I got to sell out a few foods that I got to eat or a couple music artists that I listen to, there's still going to be other foods. There's still going to be other music. I can still make my own music. But now I got generational wealth and the peace of mind to do anything I want at any given time.
Yeah.
And that's true freedom. Right? True freedom is using your time, your life, how you want to use it. And the only way to be able to do that is have money.
I'm going to start creating my own would you rathers. I'm going to leave money and monetary value out of these would you rathers in the future.
Yeah, probably for the best because money's usually going to get picked.
Well, yeah, and in this instance, it wasn't really money getting picked. It was which one of these.
Yeah, which would you get rid of to get the money?
Yeah.
And I got no qualms with that. So which are you doing? Are you doing food or are you doing music? Which one are you getting rid of?
Food.
He said food.
Never hearing Lil Wayne again, dude.
So what 3 foods are you getting rid of?
Probably be burgers, which
Burgers.
sucks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like, this would help me out, though. Like, this genie would help me out know what my 3 favorite foods are.
Yeah, like, I mean, if I nixed out my three favorite foods that I just mentioned, my carb intake would like decrease by 100%.
Yeah, like I'd like to think that pizza. Like it's easier for me to know. Like I know Lil Wayne's my favorite artist. You know, consistently.
Yeah.
But with my three favorite foods, I might have to have
Rotate.
this. Like you know, this magical genie would have to help me out and know what my three favorite foods are.
No. You don't like papayas. Don't try to trick me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they'd have to get into my brain and know like what gets me going.
True.
But burgers and pizza for sure.
Yeah. They're out of here.
That sucks.
But you know what? You got the Carter on, and it's all good. All's good.
Yeah.
So I like that. Would you rather? That's a good one. And I feel like it was a good episode, Dave. Anything you're looking forward to this week?
Yes.
Let's hear
Your
about
wife's
it.
birthday.
Yeah, JJ birthday.
I'm off on a Saturday night. I was really kind of bummed when I was like talking to Jay last about like, man, I've had some Saturdays off. I don't know if I'm going to be given. And sure enough, this Saturday I am off.
Stars align, and Xavi will grace us with his time.
No, I'm just grateful that I get to be here. It'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
All the stuff we named.
So her birthday is on Wednesday, tax day, the 15th, JJ birthday. And it's like I said, we're going to the baseball game tomorrow night, kind of, and she took off work on Wednesday. So we're going to have a nice little birthday week. Should be a good time.
What should I bring?
Yourself.
No gifts or nothing?
Just BYOB. I think that'd be about it. Bring your own beverages. Yeah, you don't need to bring her a gift. No, we're not doing gifts. We're old, dude.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And I'll be with you.
Yeah, I got a gig Friday night, MK Ranch
Tell
in
people
Warrington.
where. Okay, where is it again? Sorry.
He said, tell people where as I'm telling him.
Not bad.
The gig is at MK Ranch in Warrington, Missouri. It's a nice little bar and grill, pretty new spot. This past weekend we had a rager of a gig at what is it called? The Roadhouse Barn and Grill. It's in High Point, Missouri, which is just outside of Troy, Missouri. I realized it's its own thing because the mayor and one of the alder people of High Point, Missouri, came out and said we were the best band they've ever seen there.
Really?
Yeah, high praise. The place was packed out.
You're the only band they've ever had there.
Just a coincidence. No.
I'm kidding.
It's a newer place, though. They've not even been open a year, so they haven't had a ton of bands.
Relation
But
to High Point Burgers?
No,
Okay.
not related. It's called the Roadhouse. It's in Hawk Point, Missouri.
Hawk Point.
Hawk Point,
I said
Missouri.
High Point.
No. But they're gonna have us back on their 1 year anniversary, and they said they already got people reserving tables.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, you guys made an impression.
We sold about $400 worth of merchandise Saturday night.
Holy shit.
T-shirts, hats, hoodies. People were into it. They were digging it. There was like probably 200 people in the room. We had a good time. They like the country stuff.
Awesome. You love to hear it.
You like to hear it, but nobody cares about the drummer. It was funny. We were playing
The girls
on.
care about the drummer.
Yeah, who knows? We were playing on Friday night, and there's a guy around town. He goes around as this little persona, the Cardinals cowboy. I don't know if you're familiar with the Cardinals cowboy.
Cardinals cowboy. He's there?
He comes out to our gigs pretty regularly
Really?
because he knows the lead guy of our band, and whenever he comes, he'll usually make it a point to come up and sing "Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy" with the band, but he changes the lyrics to "Save a Horse, Cardinals Cowboy." So he came up and sang with us on.
That's what she said in the back of my truck bed as I was getting buzzed on suds down on some back old country roads.
That's how that goes.
You know, I knew that shit.
We were flying high.
Flying by, having ourselves a big and rich time. I was singing every Willie Nelson song I could think of. And we made love.
Yep. So he joins us and sings that song whenever he comes out. So Friday night's gig, he came out and he sings that song with us. And after the song was over, he's like, "Give it up for this band. You know, they're one of the hottest bands in town right now. We got Andrew on fiddle, Chris on banjo, Adam on guitar, and the rest of the band." Yeah. I said, "Fuck."
Damn, dude. They say
I said, "Cool. Thanks, Cardinals Cowboy. I'm just back here making you look good, dude. Making you sound good, I guess, not look good. Either way, it's always funny. Forgotten about in the back, the drummers. It's the bane of my existence.
You do it for the love of the game, not the recognition.
It's true. It's true. I always enjoy putting on a good show and knowing that we're getting the crowd
I
reacting.
want to come out and see you guys, dude.
We got, we'll be at Ballpark Village at the end of the month doing a post-game.
Fucking Ballpark Village, dude.
I think the 24th of April will be a post-game Ballpark Village.
Oh, I'll be in Troy.
There you go. There you go. We will not be in Troy.
Hey,
We'll be at Troy Honky Tonk. May 2nd, they're going to reopen the week before, and we'll be back out there.
May 2nd.
May 2nd. Anyway, we'll figure that out as we get to it.
April last year when you were at the Honky Tonk, because that's why. That's the same reason I'm in Troy this year.
Yeah.
NFL draft.
It's funny. It's going to almost be the 1 year to when they opened that they'll reopen because they had a fire that shut them down like
That
5 months ago.
After.
It was, the fire happened like after it only been open for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
But they're getting ready to reopen that thing.
Yeah, I'll stay for more than one set next time.
Nice. We'll see what's going on. We'll have we sound better these days for sure. Tighter, more put together.
Yeah, unless I was like the end of a 3-day, drinking and doing all that stuff. I was, pretty cashed.
Yes.
Also, last thing before this episode ends, March Madness would be an M thing. I know we get people are on my asses about the honorable mentions.
Oh, you guys gonna talk about the Masters as M, but you can't even say March Madness.
So March Madness, there it is.
Nailed it.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
We're just gonna have a Mount Rushmore of M events. Masters, March Madness, Monday Night Football, Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw. There it is.
Nailed it.
Extra Mount Rushmore for you, Mount Rushmore.
Got that taken care of real quick. All tidy like. All right, so we'll see what's going to happen for episode 69. Look forward to seeing everybody then.